Hello everyone, welcome to a silly video. If I sound a little weird, if I start coughing like crazy, it's because I am a little sick. But don't worry, I am not dying. If you hear me coughing, I am not dying, okay? Alright? Sound good? So anyways, I am doing a video on the Secret Life of DSP's announcement stream. The reason why I am doing a video on it is because it was kind of a silly stream in some ways. I feel like when I was listening to this, I was thinking to myself, I thought we were kind of done with policing the community or policing people for doing DSP stuff, or just taking DSP stuff like really seriously. You know, like it's fucking DSP shit. You know, and I also thought we were kind of done with the mentality of kind of counting down the days when DSP was done with Twitch or whatever, you know? I always thought it was weird that people were like, oh man, this is it. This is going to be his last year, man. Oh man, I can't wait. And then, you know, we find out that he's going to be here for another year and everyone's like, oh, god damn it, come on. And it's just like, you know what, honestly, who fucking cares? Who cares if DSP is gonna be streaming until the day I die? Who fucking cares? You know, obviously, you know, I care enough to watch his videos and make videos on the guy, but that's not really what I'm talking about. You know, I'm doing these videos just to kind of illustrate his silly opinions and kind of laugh at them. You know, it's pretty much dumb. They're pretty much dumb videos to begin with, but you know, I kind of have fun doing it, and I do kind of get stuff out of DSP streams. But I think, you know, there's still some people that kind of go in expecting that this is it for DSP, which I kind of think is kind of dumb, because I mean DSP has whales. I mean, come on. So we're gonna watch this stream, and we're just gonna kind of see a lot of silly stuff being said, I guess. It is what it is. Let's continue.
Hours, and this was some of the stuff that I really enjoyed editing within my 4-year span. Then thanks for staying along the little ride here, and let's go into the nitty gritty here. I need to change something on my laptop here because I'm reading the comments on my laptop and it keeps turning off. So I guess you guys want to know what's happening with the channel and my side to the story.
Isn't his side the only side?
Does anyone even like Phil these days? Dave, DSP Gaming? Are you really that intrigued to watch somebody who's not good at video games, who can't?
Now this is another thing I keep getting. Some people have called me out on it. Last week, for example, saying like, "Oh, who cares about DSP anymore? You know, he's kind of like not a big deal anymore, whatever." But I obviously kind of care about DSP since I make videos about him. But I still think that some of his opinions are kind of silly. Like, I mean, just look at what he said in the pre-stream during the Forza stuff. He was just kind of saying like it was really weird. Like he said that detractors live in their own insane worlds and this and that. You know, that's kind of funny to me. I mean, that's kind of funny. That kind of stuff is always funny to me. You know, and there's stuff I still kind of care about. Like I love when he talks about fighting games because it's either stuff that is kind of it kind of illustrates my opinions of Street Fighter, but it kind of proves that my opinions are kind of fueled by rage. And you can kind of see that you know, to me, it's like when I play Street Fighter 5, I'm not the most like you know, I'm not like a fucking smart guy when it comes to fighting games. I'm not like, you know, all right, I know fighting data, I know hitboxes, I don't know fucking shit about Street Fighter in that kind of level. And when I see DSP kind of regurgitate my opinions in Street Fighter 5, kind of shows to me that DSP might not know everything about Street Fighter 5 if he has the same opinion as a guy who isn't that versed in fighting games. uh, I guess. But, I mean, again, it's like listening to DSP, I mean, he says a lot of crazy stuff, and, you know, honestly, the shout-out portions of his streams is kind of fun. I kind of like the shout-outs because you get to see a lot of this, of the, nonsense, you know, that he has to say. But, okay.
Can't even get an audience of 400 viewers.
He has never gotten good viewers since, like, 2014? Maybe 2012? Like, he used to pull in big numbers on Twitch, and then the view numbers went down. But the thing that I find silly about this is that that Secret Life of DSP kind of came to this conclusion, oh, who cares about DSP anymore? And he rattles off these view numbers. He has gotten those views ever since the Secret Life of DSP did the first, was it 2016? Yeah, the worst DSP gaming moments of 2016. He has gotten like 400 views that year. And he did a whole countdown video of that. But now, oh, who cares about DSP? He pulls in 400 views. He has always been pulling in 400 views since like 2015. Like, in a way, you know, it's kind of why a lot of people kind of say, yeah, the copyright strikes did kind of fuck over DSP because that did kind of hurt his view count. But then when he went back to Twitch, his view count kind of stayed there. So, you know, it kind of, Secret Life DSP should have probably came up with this kind of conclusion in 2016. But I guess the drama vlogs kind of fueled him. But it kind of goes back to what I said months ago, a lot of people were saying, oh, DSP is boring now, there's no vlogs anymore, and I've said this, that a lot of people were kind of spoiled. I kind of hate saying that, because it kind of sounds shitty, but, you know, we got a lot of drama vlogs in 2016 and early 2017. But, you know, 2015, you had, like, what, 3 or 4 drama vlogs about copyright strikes and swatting, but other than that, you know, we really didn't get a lot of drama vlogs from DSP regardless, and the only time we ever were to get some would be stuff that would affect his wallet, you know, stuff that would affect his income. You know, like, if Twitch were to suspend him again, we would get another YouTube stream from DSP. We would get another, like, vlog if DSP Gaming gets shut down again. That kind of shit. But, you know, he's not really doing anything that would kind of lead into that. Now, technically, he should be getting suspended from Twitch, but, you know, he's a fucking Twitch partner. So who fucking cares anymore? You know, it's kind of obvious that Twitch kind of plays favorites with their website. But, you know, his opinion on YouTube is funny. It's kind of funny to listen to how hypocritical he constantly is. And that's kind of where the fun is. And a lot of people kind of get salty at kind of his wails. Like, oh my god, look, these guys are dumping this much money. But to me, it's like, these people are wasting money on a guy that's, like, not really grateful to them. And to me, that's just kind of funny. It's like, you know, it's like you tell a kid, hey, you know, the oven is hot. Don't touch the stove plates. They're very hot. And, you know, at first you feel bad. You're like, oh man, I can't believe you did that. But then he keeps doing it, and it's just like, it gets to the point where it's like, okay, you're just gonna, you know, fucking up your own hand at this point, you know? They're fucking up their own wallets at this point. Come on. But okay.
Even get 0.2% of these.
But again, like, you know, it's kind of having the mentality of, why do views fucking matter? Why does, like, if DSP gets 300 views, why do we care? Don't we kind of give Phil shit for when he cares about views? Oh, see, DSP cares about views when he should be playing the game. And now, here we are. Oh, look, he doesn't get a lot of views, so why should we care? So what is it? Should we care about his views? Should he care about his views? Who should care about his views? Okay. I mean, imagine operating on that. I mean, the only time that I kind of think about that is kind of what channel I'm talking about, you know? Like, I kind of bring up this thing I gotten with in the past. Some of you might remember. I did a vlog on it, I guess. So I guess I could say it. But I did a video on a small channel. He was a cool man. Cool. And he was a man. Cool. I did a video on him kind of doing what I do to DSP with him. And, you know, he got, like, no views, pretty much. He would get, like, you know, 5 views or whatever, but, you know, I felt, like, bad for doing those videos, because the guy ultimately was just doing YouTube videos for fun. And I was just sitting there, like, you know, there's really nothing to gain from this. I mean, this guy is just, you know, doing videos for fun, and, you know, I'm just gonna just back off. And that was the only time I deleted a video about him, because it was just kind of mean-spirited, and it was just kind of, you know, I felt like an asshole about it, so I kind of backed off on that. DSP, I mean, DSP, Lily Orchard, that I was doing, PragerU, and, you know, there might be another guy I started doing. I might be doing Adam Sessler soon as well. But, you know, those people kind of have, you know, a following. But at the same time, I mean, they have very, very, very strong opinions, and they do kind of feel like that they have a self-importance about them. You know, and you can kind of tell, like, yeah, they do this stuff for fun, but at the same time, it's like, they have this aura of, like, I'm important, you know, I'm a reviewer, and I'm a creator, blah, 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 that kind of shit, you know? So, that's kind of what I look at as well. I mean, views, I mean, I don't really care that much, but I care about, like, the personality of the person I'm doing a video on. Like, if I look at a video and the guy is just kind of doing dumb videos, but he's just kind of having fun, and he's just kind of just doing his own thing, I'm probably not gonna do a video on that guy. But if I do a video, but I'm probably gonna do a video on a guy, like, that's, like, if he gets, like, 100 views on a video, but he's just, like, a guy that's, like, oh, man, I know what I'm talking about, you know, he's, like, swinging his dick around, and he's just kind of fucking saying dumb shit, I might do a video on that. But okay.
Follower audience. His audience. Follower audience. Into his stream. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening with Phil. He's playing it cool. No matter what he does on Twitch. He's on...
Yeah, but that itself is kind of funny. Because every day when DSP's on Twitch, you're pretty much seeing him be a bitch. Like, every day DSP's a bitch. Like, just look at, he had to concede so much of what he shed on. Like, it's just funny every day to go to his Twitch channel, and it's like a constant reminder of everything he shed on, all on stream, and how he's not aware of it is so funny. He makes these piss-poor excuses of it. I mean, of course he's gonna play cool on Twitch because he's a fucking bitch. If Twitch staff came to his channel and said, hey DSP, you're a fucking bitch, fuck you, DSP would probably say, yes I am. Twitch staff can pretty much ask DSP to suck their dick, and DSP will, like, slam on his knees for it. That's where we are at with DSP. That's how bitched up he is. If you go to his chat and you say, hey DSP, you're stupid, DSP will not say that. Or just nonsense. He will not say it because he's so afraid. If you go in and say, hey DSP, spoon, fork, knife, and you say it in a way that's so weird and kind of memey, I guess, memey, he will think it's a derogatory term and he will not say it, or to say something in a different language. He'll just assume it's some derogatory term and he will not say it in fears of getting banned. He's that much of a bitch to Twitch. Kind of rhymes. Bitch Twitch.
unstoppable. He's like this virus.
Oh, he's unstoppable. You know what this reminds me of? You know what this reminds me of, man? Hold on. It's gonna be... I really wish I had a soundboard, because this would have been great. Breaking Bad at Jesse. He can't... Yeah.
You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it!
I feel like that's how, like, almost like everyone that feels about DSP just...
You can't keep getting away with
it! You know what? You know, in some regards, Snorpinel should kind of find a way to incorporate this clip into his videos. You can't keep getting away with it! And that's what I feel like a lot of people think when they talk about DSP. It's like, he can't keep getting away with it, man. He's just on Twitch and he's milking people for money, man. He can't keep getting away with it. Dude, he's like kind of like tricking his fans. His fans are cucks. I mean, why do you think he calls everything participation? It's just funny. It's just funny at this point. I mean, who cares? It is what it is.
Somewhat, you know, you can't get away with. It's what he does on Twitch. He's unstoppable. He's like this virus that somewhat, you know, you can't get away with. It's down to the point where I'm not even watching Phil. The games he plays, most of the time, the chat tells him what to do in the games.
And that's another thing. A lot of people are like, oh, how are we going to enjoy games? He's not going to rage quit. He's not going to fucking rage quit. Like, if his chat won't tell him, he's either going to put the stream on hostage, where he's just going to do nothing on stream and just wait until someone tells him what to do, or he'll just look up a guide. He has done this a lot recently, so it's like not really a surprise that he would kind of do that. But I mean, his fan. I mean, the fact he needs to get his handheld on games kind of shows he's not he's not a competent gamer. Now, of course, he could. If DSP kind of was smart, he would say, "Well, look, I'm an average gamer. You know, you don't. You know, when you play a game for the first time, you're not gonna know what the fuck to do. But you know, it is what it is. You know, everyone's an idiot when they play games sometimes. I mean, I played Batman Arkham Knight. I was so fucking dumb in this one part where you literally had to use the Batmobile, and and for some reason I wasn't thinking about that. And then they got to the point where the game literally just kind of yelled at me about it, like, use the fucking Batmobile. I was like, oh, god damn it. But you know, everyone's an idiot like that. But you know, of course DSP's gonna get a fucking his handheld. I mean, because honestly, at the same time he's streaming, and his viewers probably want him to get past parts. It is what it is. Is this funny that when DSP takes the handholding, and doesn't give credit to the chat some of the times, and the chat is just kind of takes it. Kind of shows that both DSP and his fans are both bitches. DSP's Twitch's bitch, and DSP's fans are his bitch. God fucking damn it! Who's calling? Let's put them on the spot, guys. Hello? Hello? Oh no, my vehicle warranty, dude. Oh no!
There's no excitement. He used to be the salt drama of the internet.
Salt drama.
We would watch him for shits and giggles.
But you could kind of still get that, though, with his streams. But if you can't, you can't. I mean, people moved on for their own reasons. I never kind of got why people had to make a big exit when they leave. I mean, if you do a video about leaving, that's fine. But, I mean, I feel like if you're gonna do a goodbye video, at least keep it short. Like, I'd probably say goodbye in, like, 30 minutes. Like, maybe 15 minutes of it will be, like, why I'm leaving, and then, 15 minutes might be reminiscing, or, talking to people in chat if I decide to stream it, or whatever. I wouldn't be kind of doing this big show. I wouldn't have videos leading up to an announcement. I would have started with it. It is what it is.
Nothing's happening on that type of day-to-day basis anymore. So if we got somebody who's kind of like...
And that's what I'm talking about. Oh, he doesn't do this anymore. He doesn't, do a vlog anymore. There's no emergency all the time. Of course there's no emergency all the time. I mean, the only reason why there was an emergency in 2016 to begin with is because DSP didn't know how to fucking handle the YouTube apocalypse that was going on. Everyone was making a video about it. It was free views for him. And it was free Patreon money because people ran to his Patreon at that point. And then in early 2017, that kind of wore off because people kind of said, fuck this. And then around that time, he was already on Twitch. And then he's like, I'm just going to be a full-time Twitch streamer. If the YouTube audience is done with it, I can still manipulate a Twitch audience. And that's what he did. Why do you think he begs for participation every day? Because that audience is not done with him. I have not seen his Twitch audience kind of beg, and that's going to probably take another 5 years. Honestly. It took, like, what? Actually, I might have taken his YouTube audience 8 years? Yeah, I think 8 years before they started saying, I'm done with this. And, his Twitch audience might take long before they say, okay, I'm tired of hearing about your bills. And in a lot of ways, that's kind of happening in its own way. But of course, it's going to take a long time. And of course, that's why I think it's dumb to begin with when you go in watching DSP saying, oh man, it's going out of business, dude. Because he'll always pull in fucking whales. Who fucking cares? Who fucking cares when he's going out? I only care about what he says on stream because that's where the fun is to me. If I start doing videos on making, like, oh man, he's gonna be out of business by 2019, it's gonna be a fucking... Then what am I gonna say in 2019? Oh, well, guys, I'm bored. I'm bored with him, dude. DSP's boring now. It's kind of like you have a spoiled kid who doesn't get their toy. He's, Mom, I want this toy. And the mom's like, no, you're not getting this toy. And he's like, fine. You know what? That toy is probably boring anyway. Boring toy. Ah, I don't need it. Boring. But, you act as if you really needed that toy before. I don't know. It's kind of that kind of mentality, which I kind of find weird. Whatever. I think it just come. If you're gonna watch DSP, if you're gonna do DSP content, at least just have fun. You don't need to kind of have a countdown to when DSP goes out of business. But whatever, it is what it is.
Like, kind of stale and just think normal. There's nothing interesting to go around. And at the same time, why am I going to put my time and energy into a guy who can't play video games when I can sort my...
Why did you do 2 countdown videos then? I mean, again, this whole thing kind of sounds weird. When DSP was kind of in the same place in 2016 and 2017. I mean, technically, if we were really going to talk about this, he really should have kind of said this in early 2018. Because technically, DSP should have been out of business in late 2017. Like, that should have kind of been it for him. But, he kind of lasted through 2018. So, technically, Seagulov should have kind of had this idea before, but I don't know. It's just who fucking, why go into DSP expecting him to be out of business at a certain amount of time? If he goes out of business, he goes out of business. But that's probably not going to happen because, I used to think, oh man, he should just get a job. That's going to, solve all his issues. But, he kind of can't do that. he has to stream at this point. He's stuck. He's literally stuck now. But okay. Who's calling? I think I went too far. And Matt, what the fuck? Hello? Wow. Wow, guys. Dave from my carpet company called me. Hoo boy! I definitely need a carpet to be cleaned, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Glad they call me. Because clearly, why would I think to call them, right? So stupid, dude. Come on.
My own life out. And I appreciate gonna put my time and energy into a guy who can't play video games when I can sort my own life out.
Sorting your life out, I mean, you can kind of do dumb DSP videos and sort your life out. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing. Like, my life is not great either, but, you know, I'm trying to do my own thing. Behind the scenes, dude. But, you know, I'm still doing DSP videos because I find the time. And that's the other thing, like, a lot of people kind of tell me, oh, Theo, when you're bored and you have free time, why don't you play video games? Why don't you, like, watch TV, draw, you know, whatever? I do that too, but I also do DSP or do videos like these in my free time as well. Because this is kind of fun too. Like, do I really need to do traditional things for fun? But if you're doing DSP videos to the point where it's impacting your life, maybe it's a good idea for you to leave. Maybe it's a good idea to kind of drop doing DSP if it's affecting your life that badly. That's fine. But I kind of feel like if DSP is affecting your life that much, you probably wouldn't be doing a video because it kind of sounds kind of weird. I don't know, because think about how it sounds, you know, like, oh man, you know, my life is, you know, I'm trying to, you know, sort out my life, and, you know, the DSP thing is taking about that time. I mean, just think how that sounds. Wouldn't that sound a little weird? You know, and you know, the one thing that DSP did say that I kind of understood what he said. This is an old quote, by the way. I don't know how old, but he was brought on about detractors somehow, and he said, yeah, you know, imagine talking to your mom saying, and imagine being a detractor making DSP videos, and then a family member finds out. Yeah, you know, imagine if your mom found out you did DSP videos. Imagine explaining that, you know, and it is a little weird. It is a little awkward, but to me, it's like, you know, it's not affecting my life to the point where it's like, you know, it's not affecting my life. The only time that it kind of came across in my personal life was my brother was on my phone and he was going through my Twitter pictures because I was kind of showing pictures of Cleo, like what she was doing, and he kind of came came across my my screen grabs of DSP. He's like, "Oh, is this your friend Theo?" And I said, "Oh yeah, he's my best friend." But, you know, it was awkward, you know? So, you know, I mean, it did affect my life regardless. It was just that, you know, kind of like, you know, what happens when, you know, a family member kind of goes on your computer and she kind of goes through your pictures or whatever, you know, you might leave, like, your Twitter account unlocked or logged in, and then your mom comes on your computer, and it's that kind of shit. But it's not like I'm doing a DSP video all day, or I'm like a DSP all day doing DSP editing videos and this and that, and then my mom comes in, Theo, it's you know, what are you gonna do with your life? We're doing DSP videos, dude. It's nothing like that. Nothing like that, but, you know, I'm not necessarily sure that's the case with Secret Life, but, I mean, it's kind of a weird thing to kind of say. I don't know how to explain it other than that. I don't know. Maybe someone can formulate a better point than me when it comes to that. I am sick, dude. The sickness is jumbling up my brain. Come on.
And I appreciate the comments even on Twitter or even by one of my last videos that was on the channel, the extra and deleted scenes for the top 10 2017.
Now he deleted all his videos or privated them. I kind of don't get why. You know, the only time I can understand privating videos or deleting them is, like, if personal information came in or if something bad happened. Like, I did a stream once, and, you know, I was drawing on my iPad, capturing from that, and I don't know how, but my iPad synced with my phone, so if my brother calls, it would kind of take in on the screen, and my brother has, like, my real last name, and I was like, oh shit, you know? I don't really need people to know my real last name, so I kind of deleted that stream. I mean, it wasn't even that productive of a stream anyway. If I, you know, to be honest, it was kind of a boring stream. So you guys didn't miss anything. Don't worry. But it just, you know, that kind of stuff I could understand because, you know, it's you know, personal shit. You don't want personal shit to be leaked on the internet. You know, you can argue, well, Theo, that's been on the internet already. Okay, but you know, it is what it is. I don't really feel the need to keep it on it. I mean, that kind of stuff I understand. If you want to, you know, take away some personal stuff, but if you made a video specifically to upload to YouTube, specifically, you might as well keep it on. And if his idea is to, well, I want to rebrand my channel, then why not make a second channel? Now, he could argue that, well, I'll be starting from scratch, you know, I want to keep my sub count, but you know, if you have a long-time fan base that liked your DSP videos, you could say, hey man, I'm doing original content on this channel, and they might follow. Now, when I went from Theo Does Videos to Theo Videos, sure, not either all of them or half of them also sub to that channel as well. But, you know, it's kind of, it is what it is. People sub to what they want to sub to. You know, I made 2 channels specifically to kind of keep it that way, so I don't really have to, like, kind of think that my original content is being artificially boosted because I did DSP stuff. I mean, if you find me through DSP videos, if you support me on Patreon or whatever through my DSP videos, that's fine too, but you know, I kind of want to have to, you know, whatever. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Because it is what it is. I don't know. But I feel like people like you know, like my art enough to give me money. That's good enough for me, dude. Sound good? Sound good to me.
Stuff. I read all your comments, and some people has private messaged me, like Twitter or Discord, and I'm happy enough just to say to everyone, I'm doing alright. I'm doing perfectly fine. It's one of those things where when you start to get old, you got to think about your future. You can't always keep...
No, he says, oh, when you're getting old, it kind of sounds condescending. I mean, I might be pulling a tone out of it. Maybe I'm looking at it a different way, but I kind of think it's a little condescending when you kind of have a stream and you're just like, well, guys, when you get old like me, you have to look at your life, and it just sounds like you kind of see your audience as kids. Because it's the kind of same attitude I have towards DSP when I listen to his streams. Because DSP talks to his viewers as if they're all idiots. He has no faith in his own viewers. DSP literally thinks his viewers are dumb enough that they don't know how to use a website. I mean, he literally has to explain to his viewers how to click fucking internet buttons. Like, you might as well tell them how to breathe, DSP. So, like, when you kind of talk to your viewers in a tone or in a way, you kind of show how you feel about them. I mean, it's kind of why I kind of say that, you know, well, that's why, you know, when I look at my comments, I say you guys are smarter than me because, you know, you guys bring up other perspectives. I mean, I miss points. I might get things wrong. I might say something dumb, and you guys always call me out on it, and I always welcome it because it's something that is refreshing to me. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, well, guys, let me tell you about me. I'm a 28-year-old. Now, when you get to be 28, let me tell you. I mean, that's kind of a weird thing to say, but it is what it is. I mean, you kind of, I kind of don't want to develop your, the relationship I have with you guys is a fine relationship because, you watch my videos, I make the videos. There you go. I don't need to complicate it any more than that. When you start to complicate your relationship by kind of assuming who's your audience, when you start to assume that, oh, maybe they're kids, maybe they're this, maybe they're that, and maybe you could say the same, saying like, oh, well, you assume that your viewers are smart, Theo, but I mean, who's gonna look at that and see that as a negative? I don't know. It's just kind of weird thing to say. Like, oh, when you get old. It might have been better to say, when you do the same thing, you kind of get tired of it. That kind of makes sense. It's a sympathetic point because everyone can relate to that. Because you do a lot of the same thing that you like, and then you might get burned out on it. Then you move on. It's a more sympathetic point. I mean, age can be sympathetic too, but it's just, it can come off in an unintentionally negative way. I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking at it in a bad way. As I said, it's the sickness, dude. Nothing I can do. Bugged mechanics. I got a bugged, dude. I'm bugged, dude. I'm bugged. Shit.
Keep doing the same thing that you will get, your kicks out of, right? Because I started this channel 4 years ago. Only because it was a really hot day in the UK.
That's not that old. I'm sorry, that's not that old. I mean, it's kind of like cool. But yeah, it's not that old. I mean, like my channel is like what, 2-3 years? I think 2 years. Yeah. I think 2 years old. I don't fucking know. Fuck it.
Thought to randomly create a detractor channel, and just put a little bit of videos just to tease Phil. And
doesn't tease him, dude.
The part when
his videos were his worst gaming moments of 2016 was like what, 5 hours, 3 hours. I would check to make sure, but he privated them, so I can't really say for sure. But I think it's between 3 to 5 hours. That seems a little more than just a tease. I mean, I might give I feel D. Davidson kind of teases DSP more because his videos are like 30 minutes. I mean, sometimes they're 40 minutes, sometimes they're 50. But I mean, those seem more like teases because I mean, they kind of have the interesting kind of quirk about them. I mean, has the ducks. You got the ducks. You got the skeletons. I mean, you got everything. You got everything going. It's kind of why I love D. Davidson videos because they're very charming. I mean, he even made a video on himself, I think, and that was also a good video. I mean, he does some good shit. But it is what it is.
Wanted to use the channel as an experiment,
but I don't know if it's another.
I wanted to experiment with algorithms.
But it's an experiment. A 4-year-old channel is an experiment. Now this notion of experiment with websites and internet stuff is kind of silly because these experiments can go on to be legit. Like I could say that oh my Patreon's an experiment, dude. But at the same time, what I probably mean by that is the way that I set up my tiers, the way I set up my goals might be experiments because I might be changing them as I use the website, which I have. I have retooled that website a lot for me because before I try to keep the tiers a little bit more balanced. Now I kind of play with them a little bit, kind of give some stuff, add stuff. I added a tier recently. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. I added a NSFW tier, dude. So I did that. I changed some of my goals. I lowered some of my goals as well. I constantly play with them because in that regard, it's an experiment. But the intention of that website is to, if you want to support me, you can. That's what it's intended for. Because I feel like if you want to support me, you're gonna support me regardless. If you really want to. It's up to you. But, I want to kind of experiment to see, what can I give you guys that, would be stuff that we could, little rewards. And the rewards that I came up with, I'm satisfied with. I might want to go back and modify some of them. But, I feel like that you get a lot out of them. In that regard, it can be seen as an experiment. But if you're going to be doing a channel, like if I did a YouTube channel, I'm not going to consider that an experiment. I mean, I don't really consider Patreon an experiment. I consider the rewards an experiment in some ways, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's very clear why I made a Patreon. An artist gotta eat.
I want to experiment in terms of what worked in the editing suite,
video making, that is experiments. I agree with that. That is an experiment. I mean, not the YouTube channel, but maybe making videos. Maybe making videos is an experiment. I can kind of see that. Because, it is an art, and art is kind of, in a way, an experiment. You gotta try things out. It's like a chess game. You move a pawn forward, you try to get that checkmate, dude.
Dude, I appreciate what I do. And I probably said this a few times back in the day, but I can't usually do some of the editing techniques that I could do on the videos that you see on the channel.
What?
And I probably said this a few times back in the day, but I can't usually do some of the editing techniques that I could do on the videos that you see on the channel compared to if I do corporate businessy stuff. So if anything else, it was my little bit of freedom to put stuff within video content.
What? Kinda don't get that.
Videos that you see on the channel compared to if I do corporate businessy stuff. So if anything else, it was my little bit of freedom to put stuff within video content for you guys to watch. And you guys are probably thinking, why have I decided to privatize most of the videos on my channel? Sometimes if you need to escape something, you will have to block or put things to a side. As much as I
No, I kind of don't get that. I mean, I think other people have said that too. Like, it's not like a how much of a dumb thing, because I've seen a lot of creators kind of say that too, but I kind of don't get that. I mean, I have a lot of bad fucking sketches that I might not have uploaded. I mean, a lot of them are from fucking high school. Am I just gonna put them in a chest somewhere and hide them? No, dude. I actually look at my old sketches a lot because they're kind of fun. They're kind of fun to look at. Now, sadly, I was very sad about this. When we had the flood in my basement, when the whole shit's going down, all of my old fucking sketchbooks got ruined. Yeah, I'm fucking pissed about that. I'm so mad. Like, yeah, jokingly, I'm like, oh yeah, man, I'm so glad those bad sketches are ruined. But I love looking at how bad they are. They were amazing. And I was gonna, like, scan them in. I was gonna do a whole video on them. They were just sitting there. And the fucking water came in and ruined them. Only, like, 2 or 3, maybe 4 sketchbooks were saved. That were salvaged. That magically did not get wet. But, I mean, that was during a transitional point of my art skill where I started to get good. So, you didn't see the really bad shit. And I wish I could show you. I really fucking wish I could. But the fucking water that just kind of seeped in, I'm still mad about it. I'm still mad. I'm still fucking mad. It was amazing. I saw fucking doodles of, they were not even doodles. They were fucking sketches of fucking women that looked like fucking men, looked fucking ugly. They looked awful. Awful. And it was cringy. It was fucking phenomenal. And the fucking water took it away from me. And I was so fucking mad. I was so mad about it. And it was so hard for me to give up on them. But there was nothing salvageable. because they were done with like such shitty pencils to begin with. Oh my god. Oh, god damn it. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Like, just even mentioning kind of tore open a wound again. Ugh. God damn it. See that picture of Cleo? The one that's like right under my face cam? That's me about it. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about that sketchbook being ruined. So mad. Fucking water.
Appreciate the love, everyone supporting the channel in the past.
I mean, ultimately, what I would have done then was just unsubscribe. Oh, not unsubscribe. Sign out or make another channel and just stay logged into that channel. I don't know. I mean, okay.
Liking and sharing the videos, it means a lot to me. I am never going to forget that. But the one thing that I've got to do, I've got to do it for myself. I got to move on. I can't keep focusing on a guy who can't play video games on the net, who gets lots.
Now he says this is 4 minutes in, and this is a 6-minute video. This is including the callers. This is on the Outsiders channel, by the way. I'll put the link to the video in the description. But, he says this. But he kind of talks about DSP throughout this whole stream. But I guess it's like a final goodbye, I guess. I mean, so technically you could kind of argue that, well, he talks about DSP because this is the last time he'll talk about him publicly, I guess. I mean, I guess you could say that. But if you really wanted to, I don't know. I mean, that, in a way, you could kind of say that's like, then what he should have done then, if you want to spend the last day talking about DSP, just have the fucking videos that had DSP, like, he played his old videos leading up to the announcement. You could just use that to kind of be his farewell to DSP, then say, I'm not going to do DSP videos anymore, blah, 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 and then leave. He did not really need to talk about DSP for the segment. He could just say that, oh, the videos of DSP were pretty much that, but...
Lots of money. I've noticed, especially when it comes to my side of the woods, one thing I notice is that, and I have to be honest, and I know Zoo is giving me a donation today, and I refused it because I only went for a donation month in August and September, and you guys were like,
a month, August, September. Those are 2 months, but I think maybe he started doing donations near the end of August. So, I don't know. God damn it! Fucking sketchbooks.
Out of your own custody or your own pocket has helped me. Just for little things. It could be like food, getting a new toothbrush, and other things as well, like getting flowers for my dad to put on his resting place and stuff like that. I couldn't thank you guys enough, but no. So, in all fairness, in terms of what's going on in my life, I gotta do this for me. I gotta put.
Taking money is an experiment. I feel like that he kind of said that to make himself feel good about taking donations. I mean, there's nothing wrong with him taking money. I mean, that's another thing I thought we were kind of past, like policing people for getting paid. I mean, the thing is that, you know, at the very least, like Secret Life kind of did stuff with his videos. It wasn't just raw DSP videos that he was just kind of monetizing, but you know, he at least did something, which, you know, you could make the case that he kind of, you know, deserved to get a Streamlab link, and that's fine. I mean, I don't think, you know, Fred's not around. He's not gonna go after him. No one's gonna really go after you for doing that. I mean, why not just say, well, I just had the Streamlabs link because I wanted to accept donations in case if someone wanted to support me. Now I don't really feel the need to have this open link to be supported now, since I'm going to be doing my own stuff and move forward. Why not just say that? And you know, someone donated to his Streamlabs link. I'm gonna go on a limb and just assume that you could probably deactivate your Streamlabs account. I don't think there's a website that does not allow you to delete your account. Like, so if he wasn't gonna accept donations, why not just delete your Streamlabs account before you streamed?
My foot through the door and know what I want to do with my future. Because if anyone knows me, I don't really spend a lot of money. I'm happy what I'm doing in the past. I get a little money, I save it for a rainy day. Sometimes I go on holiday with it. Sometimes I would go out with it or buy stuff. If you see my wardrobe, I haven't even got Diddy's shit. I think I've got a few holes in my socks.
This is a weird part of the video of the stream. He's going through his expenses. Is his tax accountant watching the stream? I mean, that's kind of weird. I don't know. I mean, I feel kind of weird. They kind of do a stream where they kind of talk about my expenses to people. I mean, that's kind of... I mean, at the same time, I mean, you could argue, well, Theo, you said with DSP that he hides them. But the thing is that DSP doesn't have to tell us everything he buys. The thing that makes it weird with DSP is that he kind of brags about not telling us things. It's one thing that, like, you know, okay, you can tell us that, oh, this stuff goes to the bills and this supports me, and then leave it at that. That's fine. But when he goes to the point where it's like, guys, I'm gonna be taking the day off. I can't tell you what I'm doing, you know, because of the negative dicks, dude. I can't take Instagram pictures. I can't do this. I have a personal outing to go to. That's kind of weird. It can be taken in a lot of ways. I don't know. I just feel weird when people kind of go into this much detail about their expenses. I mean, you could say, oh, well, the donations went to food and the minimal expenses day to day. That's fine because it's kind of day to day expenses. Every day you're kind of spending money on things you need. I mean, do you really need to know that he has holes in his socks and you know, oh, look at my wardrobe. Oh, I do save up money. I mean, that's fine, but it's just kind of weird. Like, why do we need to know this much information on your expenses? Just say your donations went to the day-to-day stuff, you know, stuff like that. Keep it simple. The simpler, the better. When you start saying, well, your money went to personal things. I can't tell you what they are, but it's personal things. Then it kind of gets into kind of sleazy territory. But when you just say, oh, it goes to day-to-day expenses that, you know, like food and just, you know, the minimum, like, I think that's kind of an okay window. But it's just weird.
Shirts, a few t-shirts that are kind of wearing out on me. So I'm not really fussy when it comes to anything else. But now I'm in reality, the you know, inflation is getting higher. Food is costing quite a lot these days, and when it comes to what I usually get on a monthly basis by my dad's pension, it isn't cutting it, and I can't be in a daydream world where I still want to try and do something in the media.
I'm not gonna say
when
about that.
Realistically, I can't do this anymore. I gave media a try and it's not working. So what I decided to do, I decided to go for a course.
He tried media, it's not working. But all the videos that he did were DSP videos. Like, did he even make an original video? I mean, he should have at least just tried to do an original video and see how that... Like, wouldn't that be a much more better experiment? Like, I mean, as I said before, D. Davidson did a video on his own content. And you could argue even that's kind of an experiment for him. And it kind of... I don't know if it paid off because I didn't run the experiment. But I mean that can be seen as an experiment. You could say that my art streams are an experiment. My I don't know, like I kind of feel like the art streams are an experiment because I tried to do a stream that wasn't about DSP, and I felt that those streams were a success, so they're no longer an experiment. Now they're just kind of a regular thing I do. I mean, technically, I kind of made this channel now from just doing a video dumpster kind of channel. Now it's just kind of a streaming channel, which is kind of great in my opinion. I kind of like it. It's kind of fun. Kind of fun doing art streams. Oh, I like the one I did last Saturday. Yeah. You know what? He did this stream during my stream. We'll get into that a little bit later, I guess.
To do with retail, like trading for retail, stuff like that. Because even though it's a step back, because I used to do directing, I was a manager once upon a time.
Why can't you do another job with directing? There's Craigslist. There's all these like sites you could go to. I mean, even I would try to use a website like that before. I went to I think it was not Craigslist, but I think it was like maybe it was Indeed. I don't know. Indeed sounds a little silly to me to use, but something like a website like that. I applied to be an artist, and then I submit some work, and the guy said no. So there you go. I don't know. Maybe that's what he did, and that's why media didn't work out for him. That may have been the case. Art is hard to get into. I mean, there's this. It's kind of why a lot of people kind of try to steer you away from it. But if you're really passionate about it and you really have a talent for it, someone's gonna hire you. You just have to find the right job. But I mean, yeah, if you want to do a course and get a job to support that, that's fine too. That's kind of what I feel a lot of creatives that are starting up should do. They should get a job to support their creative endeavor,
Video editing and all this type of like humble jumble.
Humble jumble, dude.
So I just said to myself, I need to have stable income, and maybe in the future I may go back into the world of media, but media isn't treating me really well. So what I need to do, I need to focus on myself. I need to focus on getting the right job for me, and not just provide for myself, but towards my family. So yeah, so that's what I have to do, and it seems like how's this really an excuse? Sometimes I gotta really put things to the side, because if I don't focus, I may get to the point where I may draw myself back into the same place. So that's a reason why I decided to put the channel on hold for the time being. But you're probably saying to yourself, so are you going to release the videos back on the channel? It's a simple answer for you. I'm not deleted the videos. When it is the right time to do so,
the right time
in the future,
just fucking public them. Who fucking cares? People have already seen the videos anyway. I mean, they're already on the internet. I mean, come on. It's like the why a lot of people are not happy with the Blu-ray of Star Wars, the original trilogy, like episode 4, 5, and 6, and they put that on Blu-ray. The movies were already out. You already put the original film in the theater. Everyone already saw it. Keep it like that. Don't go back in and start adding stuff. Now, I'm not saying that he's adding stuff to these videos, but we've already seen the videos. The videos have already, they have a fucking legacy. They have a reputation. I mean, almost, if you go to a random fucking detractor channel and mention his videos, they're gonna know what it is. Yeah, might as well just make them public. It's kind of silly to do that. I mean, the only way I would kind of be okay with that if you just kind of wanted to be 100% done. 100% done with it, not even talk about it, not even, have that blueprint. Like, if you were ashamed of it, like if Secret Life was ashamed of those videos, and he was like, you know, these videos were good, but I hated them. I think they're disgusting. I don't like them. Okay, you know, that's fine, I guess. I mean, you could argue that too, but I don't know. I mean, even to me, I mean, even if I were to say I don't want to do DSP videos anymore, I don't really, you know, like doing them, I would probably leave the videos up as it is. I mean, I left my old fucking videos on my old YouTube channel up, and those videos are pretty bad. I mean, I think one of them, I pretty much act like DSP back in the day. I mean, I said if you don't agree with me, you can fucking die. I said something like that. Oh, if you don't like Kojima, well, you're a fucking idiot. I did stuff like that. And I kept that online because, you know, it is what it is. It's like a time machine. It is what it is.
I will release the videos in quantity. Well, I would say like monthly, or even when I feel like it's the right time to do so.
What is the right time though? Monthly. Whenever I feel like it. Why? Kinda. I mean, kinda shows that the guy had kind of a ego, if you ask me. Because I mean, the videos were good, I guess. I mean, I liked them. I liked the videos, but I mean, you know, the thing is that this is before he had a voice. You know, no one really heard him. The first time I heard him was when he came out. I did a stream earlier this year, and it was him and Proxycon. He came into my stream, and I was talking to him, and that was the first time I heard his voice, and I was like, "What the?" And it kind of blew my mind. I didn't expect this voice from him. I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. And I didn't really get a good impression of his personality then. But I guess, the only thing I kind of got was just, the only thing I remembered from that stream was that it was like a lot of people yelling. It was me kind of yelling. I kind of stopped talking for a while. Then Secret Life was yelling in my headset, and Proxycon was yelling in my headset. Now I don't know if it was necessarily that they were yelling as much as it was just me having just a fixed volume where they were at a loud volume, so it did sound like that they were yelling. I don't know. I can't really say for sure, but I just remember that I was just kind of being like kind of tuned out in my own kind of sphere here. I was like, oh my god, things are going on in my ears. I'm listening to music. I'm listening to two people talk in my ears, and it's just like too much. I was getting overwhelmed. And it's kind of why I kind of don't do group calls that much, because I can't really adjust volume, or I don't know how. I do kind of want to experiment with that. I might do that a little bit more in the future. I might try to do test calls with people, see what happens. I don't know. But I can never get a good volume because I don't know. I think it's more of a me issue than other people issue, but it was just, I just don't do group calls because of that anymore. I mean, it was the same thing. I did a video with Breezy last year. Yeah, last year. I did a video with Breezy, and that I kind of felt bad because I felt like I was yelling over him. So that's kind of why I don't do group calls. I feel like either I'm gonna yell over someone, or I don't know. I just don't do group calls because of that. I don't like that situation where I just kind of feel a little odd. And I don't feel like you get the best from me. I don't know. I don't know how to describe that. That sounds a little weird. But that's just kind of why I don't do group calls. That's why when people say, "Oh, you're gonna do a team up with Tevin, dude," I'm like, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work out. I don't think I'd be a good guest. I did do a podcast with someone before, and the guy kind of fucking hated me for it. This isn't anything recent, by the way. This was like years ago. This is back probably 2008, 2009. I mean, this is probably before you guys even knew I exist. I did a podcast, and the guy kind of hated me because I didn't have a mic. He kept, you know, I'm gonna go a little bit on a tangent here because this thing kind of pissed me off, low key. This guy's podcast kind of didn't go anywhere, and it was on a Game Trailers forum. He asked people, "Hey guys, I'm doing a podcast. Anyone want to come in and be my guest?" And everyone was kind of shitting on him, like, "Oh, fuck you, you're a fucking idiot, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that," right? So, you know, I'm like, oh, hey, you know, that could be fun. You know, I was in this phase where I wanted to do a podcast so badly. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll be your guest, dude. Alright. I got a Rock Band mic to be my mic. That mic was a piece of shit. So we do a podcast together. My mic kind of fucks up, so I unplug it to use my built-in microphone, which sounded better. So we finished the podcast, and then I listened to his following episode because I was like, you know, that was a fun podcast. Maybe I'll enjoy his other episodes. So I listened to the other podcast, and he's like, oh yeah, my last guest was, oh man, he was kind of an idiot, man. He didn't know what to do. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? This guy got shat on the fucking forum. I was the only guy that gave him a fucking chance, and he makes these snide disses to me. And it kept going on. The Facebook group I joined kept fucking dissing me. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? I gave you the chance, and you're gonna shit on me? Okay. He apologized, which was fine. I kind of left the group after that, because I was like, you know, if this is how I'm gonna be fucking... If he's gonna sneak diss people, I don't need to be a part of this. So, there you go. There's that. I don't know why I brought that up. I forgot. Oh, because of the group call thing. But yeah. That's kind of why I kind of don't do group calls, because I feel like that my setup is so shitty that it would just ruin the video. And it's like, I don't want to make a video that's not even watchable, you know? There were some videos where the audio kind of goes haywire. And those videos I might have deleted, I think, because the audio was just not good.
I'm known as the guy who does stuff with Phil. And every time I always keep asking about Phil.
He's the guy.
Phil that, and editing this, and are you going to do the top 10 worst gaming moments 2018? I don't just do Phil all the time.
Now, the thing is, with this announcement of ProxyCon, was kind of a subtle announcement. So, there was a cheer that kind of did the same kind of thing that that Secret Life kind of did these cheers over 2017 and maybe 2016. He kind of did them, where the first letter of each word kind of had a word associated. Like, he pretty much said, like, oh, you know, oh, the worst gaming moments of 2017 or something. And it was done in a way that was kind of hidden, to the point where DSP kind of read the cheer, and he didn't realize what he said in it. And a lot of people were kind of picking up on it over time. But not a lot of people picked up on that immediately. Secret Life kind of tried to do the same thing with the announcement that ProxyCon was going to do the 2018 moments. And I don't think a lot of people picked up on it, which is probably why a lot of people were asking him if he was doing it. I think they did do a Twitter announcement as well after the fact. But I mean, people are going to ask constantly regardless. You know? It is what it is. I mean, people ask DSP what game he's gonna play, and he has a fucking schedule on his Twitter. I mean, people are gonna ask questions. It is what it is. Just you can either not answer them, and they're gonna stop asking, or you could just say, "No, ProxyCon is," and that's that. You don't. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah. I mean, if I remove all these pics of Cleo, and I just don't have Cleo in my videos anymore, people are gonna obviously ask me, Theo, where's the bun? Where's the bun? And I might say one time, oh, well, I'm just gonna, just remove the pictures of the bun because I feel like you've seen these same pictures over and over. I'm just gonna take some time away from the bun until I find a good picture to put up again. Then, if the next day or the next week someone comes in, hey, where's the bun? Where is she? Either I might not answer, or I might just say, oh, I'm just waiting for a better pick for her. I'm waiting for that right time, I guess, or something like that. But, at the same time, I think we all love the pics of the bun. They never get old. I can look at the same pic of Cleo and get the same enjoyment. There's one picture of her that I just love. I don't think I have it on this computer. It's somewhere. Might be on my phone, might be on my iPad, might be on my laptop, might be somewhere, but it's a pretty good pic. I look at that pic. It's the one where she's lying down, where she's flopped. And she just looks so fucking cool. She looks like she's like the queen, and she's just like ready to give an order. It's pretty cool pic if you ask me.
Talk about other things, and it kind of results to me when I was like, it's like, why do we have to even keep talking about this man? It's like
why do you have to keep talking about this man? Well, clearly people are interested if they keep asking you. That's probably why people kind of care.
Talk to people. I used to talk about.
It's like me acting surprised that people watch my DSP videos. Oh my god, dude! People watch my videos on DSP? Oh my god, why do people watch them? Why do people care? Of course people care. If you watch a video of if you watch my video on DSP and try to tell me that you don't care about DSP but you like my videos on DSP, that's kind of a meme. Kind of silly. It's as silly as me saying I don't care about DSP. It's on that kind of level. It's on that level where you can't really admit that you don't care when you kind of participate in the thing you claim to not care about. It's kind of why I think some of the detractors that kind of send money to DSP, if detractors want to troll DSP with 25-bit cheers, that's fine. But if you're gonna tell me, I would never give DSP money. Oh, I don't want to support DSP at all. But you give him any form of money, that's kind of silly and kind of a meme. It's kind of dumb. But the people who give DSP 25 bits to kind of to bait him, they know what they're doing. They're kind of self-aware. They're like, yeah, I know I'm giving money to DSP and I know the money accumulates, but the rants we get is worth it. Then that's fine. It's what they want to do. At least they're aware. They're at least aware, and that's kind of okay for me. If you're aware of the dumb shit you do, that's fine. As long as you're not hurting someone. I mean, it's like, if you're gonna rob a bank, I'm like, yeah, I know I'm robbing a bank, dude. Yeah! I mean, that doesn't make it okay. But okay.
In general, life, what we have to eat, what's going on in town, or the latest games. I can't express myself for the channel for like that.
What?
What we have to eat. Why do we have to even keep talking about this man? It's like, when I used to talk to people, I used to talk about other things in general. Life, what we have to eat.
What? So now you're saying that people focus on talking about DSP more than they talk about anything else? If you're talking about DSP like that intently, like 24/7, you eat, breathe, sleep DSP, then oh, okay, yeah, I agree. You might need to take a break. But I mean, I have been talking about a lot of other stuff. I mean, I fucking gushed over Fully Cooley last night about Fully Cooley Alternative. I can still gush about that fucking episode and that show, today. I could probably go into a rant about that today right now. Great episode, by the way. I love the episode. It was a really good episode. Kind of got me in the heartbeats. I kind of felt the emotional tension the poll that was kind of good. And a lot of people might have criticized it, saying, "Oh, well, I don't care about the characters. I care about them. They were cute characters. I like the characters." And alternative, Canda's, such an optimistic girl. So like fucking. She tries so hard to be the best friend she can. The best girl. My profile pic. Yojima. Great character. She's like kind of waifu material, dude. But she's kind of down to earth as well. I mean, it's very cool characters. I care about them. So when that episode aired on Saturday, it was like, oh shit. And it really got me, man. It got me deep inside. Oh man. No, I talk about DSP, so I must only talk about DSP. I know that's not really what he's saying, but to associate, why do we talk about you have a channel with DSP's fucking face on it, and you have a reputation of DSP, and all you had on your channel was DSP videos. I started doing other videos on this channel, and you kind of see that when I talk to people, we kind of talk about whatever now. But at the same time, I do get the occasional, "Oh, are you going to do this video on DSP?" Some people might, I think someone asked me if I'm going to do the 10-year retrospective event that he did. Of course I'm going to do that, because that was a fucking interesting video series, I guess. And that was kind of fun. Fun to watch, in a way. But I'm going to say, hey man, you're talking about too much about DSP. I want to talk about something else. If I want to talk about something else, that guy's going to understand. I mean, I kind of have the assumption that the people who watch my videos are down to earth as I am. And we talk about whatever we want to talk about. If they want to ask me if I'm going to do a DSP video, so be it. Okay, great. Yippee. You enjoy a DSP video, I do. Great. If I want to talk about something else, and, people watch me for many reasons. They either watch me because they like my opinions, or they like, whatever. It is what it is. Who fucking cares? If they want to ask you about DSP, who fucking cares? I hate when I do that voice, by the way. Who fucking cares? I hate that voice, but I do it all the fucking time, goddammit.
What's going on in town, or the latest games? I can't express myself for the channel for like that. And if you notice the fan base of Phil and the detractor base for Phil, right? Yeah, the videos aren't deleted.
Hold on. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna have to edit this video, dude. Isn't that great? Okay, I'm back. A little different. I got a little more lighting. I don't need this light anymore. It's gonna look weird. So I got food, by the way. So I will be eating. I guess that'd be bad for you, but it's soft food, so it's not gonna be loud chewing, I guess. And as the bun ordered, I got my fluids here. Got my water. Got my water, dude. The bun's orders. See, I'm telling you, Cleo's taking care of me, dude. Sound good?
Putting on private for the time being. So there isn't really much of a fan base, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Who's the most subscribers? If anything else, Memonology is taking over Tevin. Because you know why he's taking over Tevin?
Hold on.
Nothing to do. Who's the for the time being? To Phil and the detractor base for Phil, right? I can't express myself for the channel for like that. And if you notice the fan base of Phil and the detractor base for Phil, right? Yeah, the videos aren't deleted. I just put them on private for the time being. So there isn't really much of a fan base, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Who's the most subscribers? If anything else, Memonology is taking over Tevin.
Why are we competing with each other? Oh my god. Why are we competing with each other? Why do we care about subs? if you're doing fucking DSP videos and you care about your sub count and you're trying to compete with other detractors, then you kind of didn't learn anything from the SOK, now did ya? Now, I'm sure if you ask anyone doing DSP videos, oh, did you know you have small subs than this guy? They're probably not gonna care. If they do, then I don't know what to say about them. But I don't think they care that much. I mean, maybe they care in terms of they do an original content on the side. Okay, fair enough. But why are we? But even then, like, even if you care about your sub count, you're not caring to the point where you're competing with other people. You might care in terms of like of your own goals with your own sub count. Like, oh man, I aim to get this many subs by 2020 or whatever. Fine. You know, it's fine. But now we're all competing with each other. That's kind of dumb. That's really, really dumb. I'm sorry, Secret Life. That you might not. Oh my god, I can't talk. You should not really kind of talk like that because it kind of sounds kind of dumb. If you ask me, but it is what it is. But Mimology's taking over Tevin, dude. Oh man. And there's not much of a fan base, so how is Mimology taking over? And if anything, Tevin kind of does whatever. Kind of tell he does whatever. I mean, he streams, you know, DSP stuff. He does DJ streams. He does mixer streams. He kind of does his own thing. You know, and it's kind of clear that Tevin's not relying on his channel to kind of exist. He kind of does what he does. I mean, that's probably why a lot of people go to his streams and why a lot of people like watching his content, because it kind of feels like not like an event, but it's just like, oh man, Tevin's here, hell yeah, let's just relax, because he plays some chill music in the background, you know, this and that, you know, it's fucking, it is what it is. No one really should be trying to compete with each other, because then you lose your own point of what you want to do. Like, if I start look at my channel, I'm like, oh, I must compete with Tevin. I must overtake him, dude. Okay, man, gotta get rid of the button, okay? Step 1, that's it, remove the button. But, shit, not that. Buy button, we're getting rid of the button. Then it's like, you know, then what's the point? That's not really fun for me, if I have to, like, condition my videos to be something that's, like, not what I want to do with it. If I wanted to do a video like a review or anything like that, I might put a little effort into it, and that's why Theo Does Videos exists. And at the same time, I kind of like doing streams more. I kind of like doing art a little bit more than making videos. I make videos, well, as far as edited videos are concerned, I kind of like doing art a little bit more. I like making videos regardless. I like talking. That's why I do them. It is what it is. It's fun, dude. Come on.
Because you know why he's taking over Tevin? Nothing to do with the Ralph report. Well, that is a bit of a help. But he's diversified his target audience, not just on Phil, but other people as well. So, if anything else, hats up to Mimology 101. So, that's what he's...
But Mimology consistently uploads videos. Like, I don't think he uploads like 2 videos a day. Let's see. Oh my god, no. Mimology. Oh, he has 2 channels, by the way. He has a Low Tier God channel. Don't know why he separates the channel like that. Oh no. It's weird. Anyways. 1 hour ago, 15 hours ago. Yeah, he uploaded 2 DSP videos in 1 day. I mean, he kind of uploads, like, consistently and a lot. That might be why he's getting more subs, because he uploads more. How many videos does Tevin upload every day? Not much. He streams. But, I mean, those streams are kind of, they become unlisted, and they kind of come and go. I mean, you're not... Okay.
He's doing, and Tevin's subscriber base is very slow, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. How many subscribers did he get a day?
But even though there's a ceiling, like as Tevin said in his video, there is a ceiling to DSP video community, whatever you want to call it. I guess community, dude. Whatever you want to call it. I mean, of course, there's gonna be a cap to it. I mean, there's a ceiling to everything. I mean, if Emology did videos just on Boogie, that has a ceiling. If he did videos just on Wings, that has a ceiling. He's doing like 3 different lolcows. Of course, there's going to be more subs for that, and he uploads constantly. Again, this is why no one should compete with subs. And I don't even think Emology's competing. Emology's just doing his own thing. So I kind of don't know why, like, apparently, I didn't even know this. This is news to me, dude. But apparently, Secret Life and Emology kind of have, I guess they had the beef, but, oh my god. Secret Life and Tevin kind of had a run-in together, and they kind of had their own little thing. And not a huge dramatic thing. Mind you, I shouldn't say it's hugely dramatic, but it was this whole thing that Secret Life kind of got petty about, it sounds like. I mean, so maybe that's why he's kind of like, his sub count's low, dude. Who fucking cares? I don't even think Tevin cares about sub count. I think he just does what he does because he just wants to relax. I mean, that's the kind of vibe I get from him about his channel. It doesn't look like that he's like, going crazy about it. It's not like being like, oh man, my YouTube channel's not taking off, man. What am I gonna do? But Secret Life is here telling us that Tevin's slow, Emology's taking over. Competition, dude. Come on. This is like a weird portion of the detractors, dude. He kind of like mishmashes communism and capitalism in this video, because this is a very capitalistic kind of statement, if you ask me. It's like I say, well, McDonald's is taking over. Burger King is taking over McDonald's, dude. Taking over. McDonald's is kind of slowing down, man. The customer base is slowing down now. That's kind of what it sounds like.
Like 20 maybe a day or something like that, but it is quite a small fan base, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. So if I'm gonna bring the channel back, it's gonna be on.
But of course, it's a small fan base. I mean, the fan base itself is small, so the detractor base can't be any bigger. I mean, there might be like maybe a little bit more detractors, but at the same time, they might just be people coming in. Whatever.
Over a new name, new content, stuff that I really want to get out there. I mean, hell, it's like most of the time I do stuff within other videos. I mean, videos of DSP, but I can't even talk about particular things because it has to be about Phil, hasn't it?
No, it doesn't have to be. But maybe you should call yourself something else and not call yourself the Secret Life of DSP, dude. Like, a lot of creators kind of display regret, like, the more they get into a show, and if they name a show after one character, they kind of regret naming the show that. Like, and behind the scenes of Mortal Oral Season 1 DVD, even back then, when they did that DVD set, Dino Stamatopoulos, a fellow Greek dude, he said he regrets naming the show Moral Oral because he wanted to explore other characters of Moralton, and not just Oral, but since he called it Moral Oral, he kind of had this obligation to focus on Oral. Like, he was kind of forced to do that because he named the show that, and he kind of said, man, if I could go back in time, I'd probably name it Moralton instead, so I could kind of keep it open. And that's kind of like when I make things, like if I make it, if I keep bringing this up, and I have comic book ideas, and I try to come up with like very broad titles. I don't try to limit a title to a character because I might want to shift gears somewhere else. You know, like look at The Walking Dead. It's not called Rick Grimes Tales or something where they have to talk about Rick Grimes. They call it The Walking Dead, and they can kind of explore many areas. But no one would tell you, oh yeah, name yourself one thing. Like, of course people are going to come to you about DSP. Your avatar is the DSP like this, and you called yourself The Secret Life of DSP. When I made the second channel, I just call it Theo Vids because it's, I'm Theo. These are vids. I didn't want to call myself like Theo DSP vids because that just sounds lame to me. I kind of feel it's lame when you incorporate DSP's name in your name. I'm sorry, Secret Life. I mean, that might sound like a diss or me shitting on you, but I mean that may. But I kind of don't feel sympathy when you get annoyed that people come to you to talk about DSP when you call yourself that. I don't know. Maybe you should maybe next time when you do make your new account, keep variety in mind. I don't know. Whatever.
Got all these ideas in my head on revealing stuff when it comes to what goes on in the media, inspiring quote.
But he could have done this anyway. He could have done an original video anyway. He doesn't need to change his name to do that. I mean, it might have been better for him from the sounds of it, but he could have just made a video. He could have just said, "I want to do something else." Fuck, and just do it. I did want to do a Lily Orchard video, especially the one on Core, which Viacom fucking blocked for me. Thanks, Viacom. I don't know why my video was blocked and Lily's is able to stay up, but, I guess that's fucked up. I guess she got a insider, dude. But I didn't have to make an announcement like, okay, guys, I'm doing a video on Lily Orchard. Now, I know I'm known as the guy to do DSP videos, but now I'm doing Lily Orchard and PragerU, and now I might be doing Adam Sessler, dude. I mean, come on, just fucking do it. And then if you get the question, hey man, I don't know, just fucking do it, see what happens. I don't know why you have to announce it. I mean, I kind of feel like you should just do it, because if you announce it, like, the only time I made an announcement is this to, I did a recent announcement too. I think the recent announcement was just to say that I was going to stream more here and do other videos. And that's pretty much it. I did do that, but it was just kind of a quick video anyway. I didn't really spend a lot of time on it. And it was just mainly to announce I was doing streaming. Because I wanted to explain my streams a little bit more than just, saying, oh, it's just going to be DSP streams. And I think I had something else to say in that video, but I can't remember. I don't know. Fuck it. It is what it is.
Or maybe there could be a different top 10 of something that I know for the back of my own mind. There's more than life in this film. I put it that way. So that's,
of course, there's more to life than one subject. I can say that about anything. If I talked about nothing but anime, you could say, hey Theo, there's more to life than just anime. But okay.
That's where I want to head forward. And even when I do this for the rebranding of the channel,
I mean, it's kind of silly to kind of put DSP in this special position where where if you talk about him, it's like you're obsessed with him. And I kinda get annoyed when people just talk to me as if I'm obsessed with him. Like, I probably watch less DSP content than the average DSP fan that kind of is forced to watch all of his videos because they want to support him. Just putting it out there. And I watch stuff that I want to watch. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not really obsessed with DSP. I talk about the guy because I obviously care about him, but I'm not losing sleep over him. Again, it's very, very annoying when people when they talk about DSP and how they're bored of it, it's like they present it as if it's an obsession. Like, really? You're gonna... Oof.
I'll take my time to do it unless I'm financially alright and everything's alright with the family. Then I should be able to still do content. But there are a few people who just like to jump to conclusions, all because I privatize my videos and they...
Well, how does that make you look? Usually, people associate privating videos as either... Oh my god. Videos that were public to begin with, by the way. That were made to be public, I should say. Negatively. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of feel it's kind of dumb to do that. But, I mean, does he go into the conclusions? I don't think he does. I think he just says, oh, people jump to conclusions. Where are these conclusions? I don't know. I don't know.
Assume that I've deleted my videos, that I'm going to go back onto the DSP bandwagon.
Well. You said you were done, then you came back and did streams and restreams of it, which is, you know, it's kind of funny because around the time where Tevin started to restream again, because obviously Tevin was the OG clone machine. I mean, if you really think back, I mean, he kind of did it first when DSP was streaming on YouTube. I mean, Tevin was kind of the first one to clone stream. I mean, he even called oh my god, he even called the clone stream the clone machine. Oh man, this and that. He was the first one to do it, and then DSP kind of supposedly DSP kind of got Tevin's Twitch account at that time suspended. Then when he got it back, Tevin was like, okay, I'm fucking done with that. I was gonna do my own thing on Twitch. It is what it is, because, he likes streaming on Twitch, so obviously that's what he was going to do. And then, he, fast forward a few years, he went back to restreaming DSP content on YouTube. And ever since he did that, out of the woodwork, people started to kind of do it as well. Vault Boy started to do streams, which he never usually did. KWO came out of the woodwork to do it, and then Secret Life started to do restreams. And I'm sitting here watching. I mean, obviously, I have no room to talk since I kind of did DSP videos, off of him. But at least I fucking admit it. At least I'm honest with the origin of me doing DSP videos. I mean, at least I'm honest where I'm coming from with it. But these people just kind of can't start doing it now. I mean, I don't think it matters regardless. It's not like, oh, let's get them, guys. Something like that. But I mean, it's just kind of silly. Kind of silly that Secret Life just randomly came back to the detractor community to do restreams. That's the weird part, dude. Come on. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm being a little too Alex Jones for this. Maybe the Theo theories are getting to me, dude. Maybe these are bugged Theo theories. I don't know. If we get bugged Theo theories, then society is doomed. I don't know. Fuck.
What the hell's going on? I'm not trying. I know there's a majority of the subscribers and the followers. I would have to say they are my fan base, but at the same time, I always speak to my fans whenever I can.
Now maybe if you asked me 3 years ago, do you believe detractor channels have fans as far as like doing these kind of videos are concerned? I'd probably like, yeah, man, totally. But then, you know, over time, I started to come around, and it was like, you know, it's kind of dumb to kind of brag about a fan base. I mean, I would be more inclined to say that you could be a fan of D. Davidson before I would say that you could be a fan of me in that regard. But yeah, it is kind of silly to call people who watch DSP videos fans. I don't know. That it's just whatever. Maybe he's ironically. I don't know. This is a very, very weird stream. Well, this is a video,
I noticed,
but
like, some people was like jump to conclusions saying, "Oh, he's done this, or he's done it because he didn't get a lot of like donations."
This I have heard this a lot. Be it, you know, the people who I talk to a lot, and the thing is that when I, you know, if I just know you off the bat and I don't know much about you, I'm gonna assume you'd tell the truth, because it's like, why would you lie to me? I mean, it is what it is. The people who I've been hearing saying that, oh well, you know, lately, Secret Life has been, you know, kind of begging for donations and this, and I kind of wish I was there for that stream to kind of validate or to hear what the context. But it's like, you know, these are people who I don't really necessarily believe would lie to me. But at the same time, I don't know enough about Secret Life to be like, oh, see, he did do it. Secret Life is a liar, dude. I can't say that either. So I'm in this weird, like, I'm conflicted. It's like, who do I believe? But I mean, him privating privating his streams kinda leads me to believe the later half of he might have begged for donations. And these are coming from multiple people too. On top of that, it's not just one guy that came in. It's Secret Life DSP was begging for donations. It was multiple people. So unless it was like an organized hit, I don't think it's a lie. Unless it's like Fred went super duper behind the scenes and started pulling people's strings from, I don't know. It's a little weird. Oh, a little weird, man.
That's another nonsense. The reason why I did the donations in August and September was to experiment mostly with Super Chat and other.
Why? What was the experiment? To see if you could get money? Well, that's a pretty bad experiment. I can tell you right now, you would get money from Super Chat.
Stuff as well. Because, as anyone would know, I don't just do my own channel.
But what's the experiment? Like, you can't just say it's an experiment and not explain the experiment. I can explain to you why some of the rewards or the goals on my Patreon are experiments, because I'm trying things out. I mean, I can say, well, I want to see if I lower my goal, maybe, you know, that might get people to pledge, because maybe they're gonna see that as a reasonable goal limit. I'm gonna try adding some stuff to the rewards. Maybe, you know, maybe the issue with these rewards is that I don't give enough, or they're not enticing enough. So I'm gonna experiment with the rewards, see what happens. But you know, yeah, I opened a Streamlabs link. I'm not gonna say the Streamlabs is an experiment. It's very clear why I opened it. And I really want to support me. I'm not saying, oh, well, I made Streamlabs as an experiment. I mean, that's kind of dumb. And then, but what's the experiment? If I were to say that Streamlabs is an experiment, I would explain what I'm experimenting with. Because, like, it's an experiment. It's such a blanket statement, and what does it even mean? That's like me saying, oh, that paddle back there? That's an experiment, okay? That's why it's there. It's an experiment. Theo, it's an experiment. It's an experiment. Shut up, okay? God. I don't know. I don't even know.
I do other people's channel. Like I said, my channel is like a test experiment. As much as people has helped me out last month because, you know, your teeth and all that type of thing, but I could use my background research in terms of what I experienced, and I could bring it onto another channel.
What? Wait.
So,
hold on. Oh my god. Why do you have to say something interesting when I'm eating, man? Oh my god. I'm sorry if you heard all that. But how does that explain the experiment? Well, I took donations as an experiment. I wanted to see if I could work at other people's content. Why not just say I made the I accepted donations because I felt that people wanted to support me and they could, and the donation was gonna go to like the day-to-day expenses that I mean it's kind of weird. Like it didn't really bother me when at the first go when I was going in and out of the stream, but hearing it again, I was like, what the fuck is this? What was the experiment? Hold on.
your teeth and all that type of thing. Channel, I chat, and other stuff as well.
Other stuff? What was the other stuff? Like, as far as I know, your streams were just watching DSP streams, and then you just did stuff during it. What was the experiment there? To see if you could do stuff with the streams? Okay, fine. That's fine. But what did the donations have to do with it? Like, what was the experiment? To see if you could get money during a stream? I mean,
because as anyone would know, I don't just do my own channel. I do other people's channel. Like I said,
Did anyone know this? I did not know this. I did not know you worked on other people's channels. That's news to me. Because his Twitter says single live DSP, doesn't explain any other like resume of work he did. If he worked on other people's channel, I would have assumed he would have put that as a resume. Like, oh look, I did this. I don't know.
my channel was like a test experiment. As much as people has helped me out last month because, you know, your teeth and all that type of thing, but I could use my background research in terms of what I experienced, and I could bring it onto another channel. So that's
people have to. What the fuck? So people have to pay you to do an experiment. It's that sounds like DSP. So if you want to do an experiment, you gotta get donations, dude. I mean, yeah, experiments need to be funded, but these kind of experiments you don't need to spend money on. I don't know. I don't know. Again, this experiment doesn't really make sense to me. I mean, I can understand. Oh, I experimented with the way I streamed. Like I experimented with the picture-in-picture. I experimented with the presentation. I can understand that. That okay. You know that is an experiment. But what did accepting donations have to do with the experiment? What did that have to do with it? You could have done that without the donations because you had from when I looked at because the graphics you had for the streams from what I remember were the same graphics you used before. So what was so different that he needed to test out Super Chat? I don't know.
so some people thought I didn't get no donation. That's another nonsense. I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
I could bring it onto another channel. So some people thought I didn't get no donation. That's another nonsense.
Other people thought you didn't get the donations? What? I mean, if I gave someone money, I would know it went through because it would show up in a statement. but even as a viewer, like, let's say I watch someone, and someone gets, like, that's why I, like, with DSP, I just assume everything's legit, because, you know, it seems that way to me. Yeah, tips can be charged back, I guess, but, you know, you don't know if all of them are going to be. And if they do, usually DSP bitches about it. But if he doesn't say anything about the tip probably went through.
Nonsense, I'm sorry.
It's nonsense, dude.
I waked up today and I saw a treat. I'm not going to name names because I'm not trying to try and make this into a somewhat of a negative stream in context. Saying that I'm going back on the DSP bandwagon when I haven't even said anything. The whole purpose of the pre-stream was to show everyone what I was capable of within the 4 years. Nothing to do with me going back to edit stuff with Phil. And even if I'm going...
Now, I think the timing of that tweet would be more important to know. Because when did he say this? Because he did tell us he was done with DSP before, and here we are talking about DSP. And the community, dude.
To edit stuff with Phil. What am I going to edit with Phil? If I'm being perfectly honest, and you can say it in the chat, I know there's a bit of delay here, but can I just say...
this was great too, because Tevin's video had the chat, and the chat was like, yeah, man, DSP is boring. Now, oh my god. Some of the names in this chat I recognized. And I'm not gonna be shitty about it. I mean, but they show up when I do DSP streams sometimes, and I'm just gonna say, like, I'm just assuming you're just here for me then at this point. But if you're gonna say that DSP is boring now and show up to DSP related content, then I don't know. I mean, maybe find entertainment with other stuff. Like, maybe you just find entertainment through my reactions or Tevin's reactions or whatever, which is fine. I don't really want to shit on these people because these people are not bad people. I mean, it's not like I have a bad experience with my viewers, dude. Well, the only bad experience I had, okay, are people who said eat the bun. If you tell me to eat the rabbit or how you want to eat my rabbit, we might have a problem. But anyways, yeah, during this part I was like, yeah, man, DSP is boring. This is the year that, you know, everyone was saying he was boring, and then when DSP said, oh, my channel got deleted, oh my god, guys, DSP it's lit, it's back alive, dude. Oh man, this is great. Oh man, I can't believe he's such an idiot, dude. Oh man, he's begging for money, man. Oh, look at him. And then he got his channel back less than a day. Oh man, he's boring, man. DSP's boring. There's nothing going on, man. Nothing going on. And then his AdSense gets revoked, and Chris drops him. Oh man, DSP's lit again, dude. Yeah, man, got him. Hell yeah. He gets his AdSense back and shit. He's boring again. He gets a sponsored stream, and drama happened with LOL. Oh man, DSP is flipping out, man. Oh, he didn't get a sponsorship opportunity. I mean, if you find him boring, then you find him boring, but, you know, you just look silly proclaiming how boring DSP is just to come back and talk about DSP. You know, it's something, as I said, I thought we kind of learned from the SOK nonsense. Like, it's kind of dumb. It's kind of why I think it's kind of dumb to kind of have a countdown for how long DSP has on Twitch. It's kind of... I think it's safe to say he'll be on Twitch for a long, long time. Put it that way.
What are you guys actually really entertained with Phil as of late?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know, dude. He went back to Street Fighter V, which I actually enjoyed those streams. He was raging. He said dumb shit. It was great. He thought Abigail was a grappler unironically. Like I said this before. I think I said it on Twitter, but like, at least my statement with Ken as a grappler was kind of a meme anyway, because I know he's not a fucking grappler. I said it out of rage because the guy kept grabbing me. So like, oh my god, this guy a fucking grappler, whatever. So I at least ironically said that Ken's a grappler. It was a fucking joke. But DSP unironically believed Abigail was a fucking grappler. And he fought one, and the guy didn't really do any grapple moves. This guy's a grappler. People are saying he's a grappler. He's not a fucking grappler. He never was. I guess that's not entertaining, right? His pre-streams are shoutouts when he reads all these troll cheers that get baited. Yeah, that's not fun. It's the same thing I said about JMAA or Jamal, whatever, because that guy is pretty whatever, but that guy is like, oh, what's the point of trolling Phil? You gotta pay money for that. You can fucking bait him for free. He reads negative comments all the time. But yeah, what's so fun about DSP? He's boring now, man. Feels bored, man.
The only thing that strikes the mind is Tutankhamun, King Tut. No one else is
Honestly, though, I think Texas Beach Lady said it better. Tutankhamun. That's my favorite one. Nothing will top that. I'm sorry. I mean, a lot of people kind of fell in love with Tutankhamun, but I mean, Tutankhamun is like the best. I'm sorry.
There's no one else is really talking.
But even then, what was so great about that? I mean, it was just some guy throwing money around. What was so great about Tutankhamun? Or Tutankhamun? What was so great about that part? Oh, a guy came in, spammed tryhard, and gave Phil a lot of money. Oh man, that was great. Oh, was he talking about the fucking Jake Likes Cats thing? Okay. But like that was like kind of average DSP being baited. You could get that every day. I mean, when I said this, he's been pretty fake positive lately. And last time I saw the DSP being fake positive led us to the AdSense stuff where he said that Curse dropped him. Just saying.
About Phil, no one's watching his streams. I may tune into Mega Man just to...
His streams here were... Oh my god. That was weird. His stream here was like 90 people. Like... Okay. No one cares.
See what the hell was going on. But apart from that, I feel that there's nothing...
Like, I kind of don't think that 400 people is nobody. I mean, obviously people watch him. It's not like a huge amount of people. It's not like DSP is like some world sensation. Like, oh man, he's on fake news CNN, he's on Fox, he's on NBC. He's everywhere, dude. DSP is a household name. I don't even think he's that. I mean, just saying.
Much to watch anymore. There's other stuff I usually watch on the side. It could be other YouTubers. And I can watch stuff that is on the British telly. Like all these documentaries and all these like...
What do you know? I watch DSP and I watch other shows. Kind of like I could do multiple things at once. Again, I don't get why people keep thinking that once you talk about DSP, you're magically obsessed about him. Like, oh man, when I talk about DSP, it's all about him, dude. Yeah. You can't do anything else. You can't do multiple things. I mean, the people who I talk to do other things. And even then, like, people, like, look at people's Twitter and say, oh, well, see, he tweets nothing but DSP. But you know how easy it is to make a tweet? You could tweet in, like, a second. And you're gonna really measure a person's free time off of just Twitter? I mean, really? Really? I mean, I am on Twitter a lot, I guess you could say, but I mean, if you're gonna measure my time off of just Twitter, then that's kind of a dumb thing to measure my time on. But okay. Yeah.
fantasy like type of shows. I watch these stuff now, including films.
So before you were just watching DSP exclusively? Again, if you're getting to the point, like, maybe Secret Life is not really admitting it, but he wants to admit that maybe he was obsessed, but, I mean, why would you admit that? I don't know, it's a little weird. This is a very weird stream. I mean, kinda feel like we didn't need all this extra shit, TBH.
Phil is not an interesting person.
He could just say, I'm done with DSP content. I kinda got bored with doing it. He kinda feels the same now. That is it. No, instead we get this extra nonsense of, well, it's taking too much of my time. Why would DSP take too much of your time in the first place? Why would you let that happen? You were doing DSP videos for like, what? Once a year almost? You know, the worst gaming moments of 2016 and 2017, and you're saying that DSP took that much of your life? Okay.
To watch anymore.
I mean, come on, Secret Life. Kind of giving a...
I just want to put it out
kind of painting a bad picture.
Everything else, in terms of why my channel has decided to be black. I did it for my own personal reasons, and I hope you can understand that from my point of view. Okay, so I noticed as well, Outsider has uploaded some of my videos onto his channel. Okay. Without being any, showing any negativity. It's cool for what he's did for the time being, but would it make a bit more sense if...
Now, you could be upset that people re-upload your work or your videos that you want to remain private. You could be upset about that. I mean, that could be annoying to you. But I probably would just contact the Outsider in the DMs and just politely ask, hey man, I private him for personal reasons. You could go into personal reasons if you want to share that, but you could just say I private him for personal reasons. So I understand why you re-uploaded it, because, you want to have it remain on the internet, but I would appreciate it if you took him down, because I don't want these on the internet right now. I'm pretty sure the Outsider is gonna be like, okay, I understand. You don't really have to be like, oh, see, like I don't know if this is the first time we talked about it, but I heard through the grapevine that he kind of threw some shade at him. But whatever.
If you just would have contacted me and asked, for my blessings, saying hello.
Ask for my blessing. This is DSP tier entitlement. Because when she went down with Rambo and Howard, they were like, yeah, we tried to reach out to him, but now, he should reach out to us because we're tired of reaching out to him and having him read our emails and this and that. And dude's like, no, they should talk to me. Oh, they want this? They need to talk to me. Oh, low tier God wants to do a co-op stream? He needs to talk to me, dude. What? Wings wants to do Battlefield 5 with me? He needs to email me, man. I'm not gonna talk to him. He needs to email me. Sometimes you need to kind of go out of your way too, man. Like, yeah, you could say that, oh, what the Outsider did is fucked up, but I mean, at the same time, you should have contacted him. He probably didn't need to contact you because he did what he did. And you could say, hey, man, I would really appreciate it if you removed the videos because I took these down for personal reasons. Or whatever. You don't need to act like you're some kind of guy who needs to be appeased. I mean, if someone re-uploads my art, let's say, I'd probably contact them and be like, hey dude, I know you really like my artwork, but can you at least credit me next time you do this? And if the guy doesn't respond or doesn't remedy the situation, then maybe I get petty about it, but, you know, I usually try to approach them about something that affects me. Because, you know, I take my own stuff very seriously. I take my art seriously. You know, my art might not be great, but, you know, I did make it. You know, I also take Cleo very seriously. If someone takes Cleo away from me, I mean, I'd probably be fucking furious about it, you know? Don't fucking take my bun. She's my bun, man.
SP, I hope you're doing alright. Would it be okay if I upload some of your videos onto my channel? I didn't get anything like that. He just
But, I mean, at the same time, that kind of makes sense, too. It's a two-way street, because you're gonna get people that are just gonna do it anyway. You're gonna get you might get someone that might ask if I mean, I might say polite, but like if they want to ask, they might ask. But you went dark on Twitter. How are they supposed to contact you? So the whole thing about, oh, I'm gonna be offline, dude. I'm going dark, dude. And then you want him to contact you when you went dark? Huh? What? I mean, I feel like this is a little disorganized in your mind, man. I mean, yeah, he went dark, told everyone that he was going dark. So what was the outsider supposed to think? Like, I probably would have said, oh yes, you could have had a point. I mean, I said that kind of in the beginning of this part, but I just remembered that he went dark on Twitter. How was the outsider supposed to contact him? I mean, you could assume, well, he should have just assumed to message me anyway. But it's like, if you told me that you're going dark, I'm gonna assume you're not gonna be online anymore. Like, I mean, it's kind of a meme with Fred, where people are like, oh yeah, you know, Fred is probably still checking his Twitter, we can still message him and all that, but other people might say, well, he's going dark, he's just going offline. I mean, he might make another account that we don't know about, but he's not gonna be on that Fred Fucks account. But who knows what happens? No one knows. So you expect that the outsider's gonna take the chance that you're gonna magically show up on Twitter after going dark? He has no reason to believe that you're gonna go back to your Twitter account. This is a little silly.
Not even, he didn't even ask. It's the decency to do so.
I mean, I wouldn't even, if I said I was going dark, and I said I'm not gonna be online anymore, I'm not gonna be on my Twitter for a while, I'm going dark, and I private all my videos, and then the outsider, let's say, uploads my videos, I probably wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't even take it personally. I'd probably contact him if I found out he was, and say, hey man, can you please remove my videos? I mean, I really appreciate it. I private them for personal reasons. You know, I probably would have done that.
If somebody was gonna do what I did, right, and I wanted to use a proportion of a video onto my channel, I will still ask them nicely, or even a little reference, is it okay if I put this onto my channel? But I would have said it is common sense, but hey, what can you do? But if you want to check the videos that I privatized, which is gonna be unprivatized in the future, you can watch it on outside.
How was he supposed to know that it was gonna be unprivatized eventually?
This channel, but I'm disappointed.
Maybe he did say.
I'm just disappointed in terms of the lack of communication, and it's nothing to do with outsiders as well. But I've noticed this when it comes to the community, and
community. Now again, I've said this before. I thought we learned our lesson with Fred about policing people. I thought we were past this. Maybe we should not be policing people. Just a hunch, because I have a feeling that some people might get a little annoyed if someone were to tell you to stop doing something. You know, it's kind of, like, to a degree, I can kind of understand DSP's frustration when, you know, when people are telling him how to do things. You know, And artists also get a little annoyed when people get unsolicited advice sometimes. Maybe we should not be policing people. I mean, if they do something so egregious that you kind of disagree with, you can voice it, sure. You can say, I don't really like what you're doing here. That's fine. But, I mean, you don't really have to put them on the spot. You don't have to belittle them. You don't kind of have to, say snide remarks about it. Just talk to the guy. Talk to people like people. God damn it. You don't see Cleo policing people. Look at her. She's not policing anyone. Well, she might be policing, huh? Well, she's policing lesser beings, let's say. Her and the pig army. The pigs and the guinea pigs and the rabbits, they're all equal in the Cleo hierarchy. She's really controlling the lesser rodents like squirrels, They're the foot soldiers. They're kind of the drones. Squirrels are drones.
I hope some of you guys, and I know where you guys are coming from, right? Because there's different discords. We got like social media, we got forums. Yes, I know which forums we're talking about. So
Says kind of the same meme that DSP thinks about Kiwi Farms. Kiwi Farms is Kiwi Farms. It's not a DSP detractor forum. I mean, fucking Lily Orchard has a fucking thread there, which is a very, very interesting thread to say the least. But it is what it is. I guess it's a detractor forum, dude. Sound good?
Don't try and twist it around in terms of what I'm trying to say. Try and listen to everything I have to say first. I don't hate the community. I'm just in terms of a little bit disappointed in terms of what's happened. Right. Let me see if I can open this up. Bear with me for a second.
Did anything happen to the detractor community recently?
Bear with me here. There we go. Perfect.
Oh my god, my nose.
Bullseye. Right, does anyone remember this? With good old Cat? It's an American thing, right? I never see anyone do this into the UK.
I'm sorry. Sorry about that. That was awful.
But as you can really remember, this is one of the videos. Oh
god, this. God damn it, outside. He didn't have the video, dude. Wow.
Put down a bit more. There we are.
Hold on. Maybe. No.
God, I can't even get like on this type of music, but hey.
Oh my god, my nose. I'm gonna mute myself for a bit.
So, as you probably know, this is one of the videos of Jeff Rude, if that's how you pronounce it. His YouTube channel has 2 videos of Cat that was linking onto his YouTube channel. So what is thing when you put the bass up or the amp and then this happens.
Alright.
Just to show what the sound system is like.
Why do you have to know about the sound system and all this other stuff?
And another one as well, the hair trick.
Let's get to this.
To you lot on Cat's ex-boyfriend. Okay, as you probably would know, Tevin did a stream when he mentioned about Cat's ex-boyfriend, or somebody, was it somebody who knows Cat's ex-boyfriend contacted him about why Cat decided to leave. Okay, there was one bit of a clue that was on that stream where it had a post that was on Facebook. Now, if it comes to anything else, right, I don't.
This is kind of creepy, if you ask me. So this would be great. This would be great to unpack.
I don't condone doxing. When I used to do casting for
don't support doxing, but you just said Jeff's full name. Superman got doxed. He doesn't support doxing. Oof. So I'll tell you a little something about me. I don't do this extra shit when it comes to doing DSP videos. I mean, I do as much as that's comfortable for me. I don't feel comfortable if I have to go through this extra channel of stuff and like, oh, I'm gonna go to people's Facebooks. I don't feel comfortable with that. Sorry. So I wouldn't do that. But get a load of this. This is a little too much, if you ask me.
Extras and probably sites.
I mean, you watched Tevin's stream days ago. There's a little clue there I picked up, dude. Oof.
And stuff like that, right? I would have to do a background check to see what they were like. Okay, so I don't
using his experience to do background checks. This doesn't sound creepy at all. I mean, imagine if I said, guys, usually I do background checks. I know how to look up personal information. I mean, you'd be like, what the fuck? I mean, come on.
I don't hire somebody that's a psycho, or I want to see their proof in the pudding when it comes to their work. So I decided to do this on my own, okay? So I decided to type the same quote.
He decided to do all of this on his own free time. So this kind of does a little annoy me when it comes to people criticizing me, saying that, oh, I spend all my free time on DSP or whatever, or I'm obsessed. I don't do this shit. I don't look up people's Facebooks stuff. I don't do any of this. I literally go after stuff that's public information that people can find on their own, like a child could find. Twitter posts and fucking pre-streams. That's pretty much all I go into. I don't, like, the only DMs I kind of go into are the ones that are between me and the person, and I usually gauge the DM. Like, if the DMs is anything that's sensitive, I'm not going to talk about it, but if it's like, you know, oh, Anything55 said in a DM that his favorite color is purple. Okay. Oh no, people know his favorite color is purple? Oh shit! And if it got doxed, dude. I mean, come on. But Sacred Life, on his free time, watched Tevin's stream, I guess, looked at a Facebook post, took a quote from the Facebook post, and did a reverse search of that. Now imagine being that dedicated, that obsessed. I'm sorry, but like, this does kind of make me feel like Secret Life did kind of have some kind of obsession. I don't know what level. And I know that some people might disagree with me, or he might, you know, call me out on it. But the thing is that, you know, how does this sound, Secret Life of DSP? You're describing how, you know, you weren't able to talk about anything else or watch other shows while you're watching DSP, and you went through your extra time to look up Jeff, the Subaru man, on your free time to sit on the information. Like, it just doesn't paint a very good picture. I mean, at least when I go on field trips with Twitter and stuff, you kind of see where I go. And the stuff I go to is, like, public information. Now, Jeff is a completely irrelevant person. Subaru Man is a completely irrelevant person to DSP in the long term. Like, that's kind of, as far as I went with Kat, was just, oh, she has a Twitter and she has a YouTube channel. That's pretty much how far I went. Everything else is kind of superficial on top of that. I didn't say, okay guys, this is where Kat worked, and I found all of this out. Like, that's a little extra that I don't really need to go in. Why do I care what she does? I kind of don't care where she works. She could work anywhere. She could be a government official, for all I care. Hell, I think she's an alien. I mean, I'm not going to go out on my way to do this kind of research to know more about people in DSP's life. I only do research as far as stuff that is kind of easily found that's public. If I could, I mean, a lot of the other stuff is speculation and theories. I mean, we're really going to take theories seriously now? We're gonna look at a Theo theory and be like, this is a fact? I mean, come on, it's a Theo theory. And it has re at the end. Can't spell a Greek without re, goddammit. Goddamn Greeks, I tell you what. Theo theories, man. Go on, other levels.
That I saw on Tevin's stream onto Facebook. And then I noticed the guy's first name and the guy's surname. So then I did a bit of a research. I looked on Instagram. He has some things with his cars, right? I looked on Twitter, nothing much on Twitter. Then I'm saying to myself, in one of the videos, right? Yeah, well, Henry, be quiet. So then I decided to look on
Sit outside the chat, Henry, goddamn.
And then I noticed within his channel that I saw these videos. So I shared it among people that I really trust. And then I decide, well, here's the thing, right? Because some people may be thinking that I'm talking a lot of bollocks. I put on my Twitter feed Jeff Hardy's music. Because Jeff being Jeff, Cat's ex-boyfriend. So I knew I was onto something. So when this happened, and then the whole internet...
Again, I mean, a lot of people kind of gave Fred shit. I mean, I said this before, like, even that SOK podcast where Fred managed to find someone from Latveria to get on the podcast, that whole thing felt very fucking awkward to me. And it was very fucking creepy. So when I hear someone doing research into people's personal life, like Subaru Man here, it kind of comes off bad to me. Because, I mean, like, it was really awkward in the SOK cast. It's awkward anywhere. Like, imagine if I'm doing a video, I'm like, alright, guys. We're going, hold on, guys. Oh, man, I found this. Oh, going down the rabbit hole, dude. How creepy would that be? I mean, like, the only reason why Tevin's whole stream with Kat wasn't that creepy or giving those kind of vibes was that it at least was, like, it kind of served a point, but it didn't go to deep details. I don't know. I just. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I was in Tevin's position. I don't know if I would have done that stream to begin with. So I can't really say for myself. I probably wouldn't be doing stuff like this because it just feels weird to me. But the way that he describes it, at least, sounds even more weird. I mean, oh my god, does fucking research on his own time and sits on the information. Ooh, man, that sounds kind of something.
It went haywire. How did he find this video of Cat? If anything else, I was the first person to find it. But I didn't, like, blagged on saying, oh, this is Cat's ex-boyfriend's YouTube channel. Check it out. I don't know, Kiwi fans could have found this with ease, but
what?
This is Cat's ex-boyfriend's YouTube channel. Check it out. I don't know, Kiwi fans could have found this with ease, but maybe it was just a boring Sunday and I just wanted to have a look.
So he was just bored and decided to kind of go into Subaru Man's. Okay, that's... I mean, you could have used that time to watch TV. Secret Life, didn't you say you wanted to watch TV and do other stuff? You could have used that time to do that instead of going through this much effort for Subaru Man. I mean... Just saying.
So, I found the information. Then I gave the information to a reliable source, so that maybe that he can talk with the ex-boyfriend. But unfortunately, when everyone was going, oh, I want to find out about this video, then everyone started jumping on the bandwagon. And then everyone started realizing his full name, and then contacted him, you know, front, left, and center.
Now, it is kind of shitty that people kind of bum rush people when it comes to DSP stuff. I mean, it's still kind of dumb, but at the same time, I mean, it's also dumb to kind of be like, to go through all this effort to find Subaru Man, and then sit on the information and then have the information leak. It's kind of like shifting the blame to other people. I mean, he might as well just not do it. He might as well just use that time to do his own thing instead of finding out Subaru Man. I wouldn't really blame the community on this one, TBH. But I mean, it might feel comfortable for you because, I mean, I don't know. But I would not blame the community on this one, if you ask me. I mean, you could say, hey, it's shitty. Oh my god. It's shitty that, you know, Superman got, like, kind of hounded on by thousands of strangers. Maybe hundreds. I don't know. But, I mean, if you're going through the effort to get this information, you probably should have known that people were gonna do that. Just saying. I mean, that's what I've been saying when DSP was saying, oh my god, they found their YouTube channel or Twitter page, and they all ran over their controller. And I said, well, of course it's gonna happen, but it's gonna, like, you know, settle down after a while. I mean, but, okay.
So, if anything else, if you guys wanted to have an interview with Kat's ex-boyfriend,
I'm sorry, but I wouldn't want to interview him. I would just let him be. I wouldn't even interview Kat. You know, there was this thing going around saying, oh, maybe Leanna's gonna be on the SoCast, dude. What if they get Leanna? I wouldn't even want Leanna to be interviewed. Leave these people fucking alone. Like, I felt like Tevin did the most that you could reach to do that kind of shit and just kind of get away with it. But doing this is like, alright, bring him into a podcast, get him in here, interview him, is a little much. I mean, like, why would if I were doing an interview, I'd probably ask people about, like, their opinions on art, movies, video games. I would not waste my time interviewing people over fucking DSP and Kat's relationship. That just seems like a waste of fucking time. Because you kind of get that for free. Without me. But yeah, let's get Subaru Man, dude. Let's get an interview going. Because, I mean, obviously, this isn't a very awkward thing to do to random people. Because imagine if you have a girlfriend. And then it says, oh, man, let's get Theo's girlfriend on stream. Let's interview her. Hey, man. Hey, Theo's girlfriend. How is Theo in real life? Is Theo a slob? How is he? Is he a Greek stereotype? Does he know how to make a euro? Does he know how to do this? What is Theo like? Tell us. Is his videos true? Like, imagine how awkward that would be. That'd be very fucking awkward. And it probably would make you, like, people like that seem very fucking odd. Like, that's kind of how I felt with when Fred brought in that person from Laveria. The moment she was brought on, it was just like, yeah, we're gonna. It was really awkward. So yeah, after that I was like, I don't want to bring in random fucking people into my fucking videos. That just sounds awkward to me. I don't want to be the one to cause the awkwardness.
I know there's other Discords and probably Twitter and all everything else like that, but I just want to explain it. I didn't contact the boyfriend because it was none of my interest. But for what it is here, we couldn't have had an interview with Kat's ex-boyfriend. But
did anyone really want to interview him though? Were people that desperate for information they wanted to interview Subaru Man? Really? I mean, come on, what? You're telling me that okay. I can't even imagine even if Tevin would even entertain this. Let alone me. I mean, I wouldn't entertain it. I wouldn't fucking interview Superman because in my own perspective, I wouldn't want to be interviewed for what my ex is fucking doing. If my ex was dating fucking Obama, do I want to be interviewed about that? Oh, how was your ex? She's dating Obama. I'd be like, I don't want to fucking talk about her. If you want to talk to me, okay, whatever. But I mean, why would I want to talk about this in front of thousands of people? I don't fucking care. I want to live my fucking life. I mean, like that was a thing with Leanna. I mean, leave these people the fuck alone. Let them be.
Sometimes you guys have got to probably be a bit more calm. You got to be cool, calm down.
But you guys have to calm down. We could have gotten an interview, dude. Sounds like that Secret Life wanted the interview. But he's kind of imposing what he wants onto other people. Oh, well, I wouldn't interview him. But Tevin, Theo, or Mimology could have. They could have done it. Not me, though. Okay. Yeah, let us be the creepers. You just sit there silently, Secret Life. That's much better. This does sound like he's trying to be like a more sneaky friend. In a way. I mean, really? Really? Come on. Did we really want a Subaru interview? I mean, the only thing that we probably would have wanted would be to maybe know more about Kat, but at the same time, what's there to know? She's not that interesting. I mean, maybe to know where she works, but why would you want to know that? That's kind of fucking weird in of itself. I think the information we got is enough. I don't think we need any more than what we have. I think trying to dig any deeper than what we have right now currently is a little much. Gang. I mean, come on. I mean, even Cleo's a little off guard with this. I mean, I don't think Cleo would do this.
Relax. You don't need 50 people contacting him on Facebook. Do you think one person is enough? And
yeah, have only one person do it.
Could you maybe have your...
We need an ambassador or a correspondent, guys, okay? We need a correspondent. We need a secretary, to write down the minutes. We need a president, and we need a vice president. And we need a treasury. We need someone to take care of the funding for this. We need a Senate and a House of Representatives, and we just need a whole government of detractors. That's really what we need. So let's put this into motion, guys. Who's for it? Let's just go the extra mile and do this. I mean, this does not look dumb or cringy or obsessive at all. Let's just have a correspondent that does all this stuff for us, and then we'll just divvy out the information. Yeah, this sounds like what normal people would do. Come on, man.
Blessings when it comes to a Tevin.
Count your blessings.
Or a Theo. Or a Bill Burnell. Or they call me Tex.
Yeah. Count your blessings, guys. We could go away tomorrow, okay? You're taking us for granted. This is like going full circle where it's going to be DSP level. Where DSP tells his fans that they're taken for granted. Isn't that what you want to hear from a fucking content creator, that you're taking them for granted? That's what I love to hear. When I tune into fucking streamers, I love when they tell me that I'm taking them for granted. I should count my blessings with Tevin, guys. We should all just be happy Tevin and me and D. Davidson are in your lives, because your lives would be fucking boring without us. Now, of course, that might be taking what he said too far, but is this still kind of dumb to tell people to count their blessings when it comes to fucking dumb videos?
If you know what I mean. I appreciate when it comes to, what was that game? That sponsored game that Phil did, and you guys went in your droves and went into their Discord.
This I kind of didn't feel too bad about, because it's a fucking Discord. and it kind of died down like within a few days. And the devs weren't like freaking out either, and they probably had a good moderator with it too. Didn't look that bad, TBH. I mean, I'm pretty sure LOL kind of knows the internet community enough to know that people can kind of come in.
And told them don't sponsor this guy anymore. Which it's fine because he doesn't do sponsorship anymore, right?
Well, according to DSP, it was a Twitch glitch, dude. But that's boring though, don't talk about DSP.
But when it comes to these things, I think you guys need to calm down a little bit.
Yeah, guys, calm the fuck down. You're too uppity, okay? Take some medication, okay? I mean, every day I look at my comment section, I just see people just constantly say, oh man, the craziest stuff, man. You guys need to calm down, man. I could have made fantastic videos, and you guys ruined everything. I could have been the top detractor, and you guys ruined it. Thanks a lot. I mean, come on, count your blessings. Let's all count our blessings. Oof.
We don't need 100 people like harassing one guy at the.
Well, we technically don't need a lot of detractor channels either. And here we are. I mean, technically you don't even need me. Because you have Tevin, who does DSP streams more than I do. And we have D. Davidson, and we have The Outsider. We have other people who do DSP stuff. So technically we don't need these people. Like, we don't need them. This is so saying, well, we don't need people to messaging people. We don't even need detractor channels. It's almost like people do detractor channels to have fun.
The same time. So, that's that. I
mean, I think he should take his own advice. I mean, I think if you're doing DSP videos, you kind of need to go and chill. Not do this extra shit in your free time.
Put this thing up here for the time. Let's close this now. So, there we are. Perfect. Let's check the live dashboard. Yeah, beautiful. Okay. Yeah, hello, hello, hell, whatever it is. Yeah, yeah, them lot. Yeah, that woman who works there, she's fine as well. Jesus Christ. Now,
goddamn, the sickness, dude. So yeah, he says this now. I'm not gonna necessarily call Secret Life a misogynist or whatever, but there are moments that kind of came off a little objectified when he talks about women. His opinion on women is very, very unique. Like he kind of just sees them as like, I don't know. There were times where I would just kind of hear him talk about Kat, and it just sounded like he just wanted to. I don't know. It was weird. I don't even remember the context of the Kat. I was gonna say that he wanted to have sex with her, but I don't even remember if he said anything that she was sexy or what. But he kind of had a lot of weird opinions that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because it's just kind of weird to say about random women you barely know. And it gets really weird. It gets really weird. I don't remember if he said it earlier. I have a bad memory, I guess, but he kind of talks about how you don't know how a woman looks on the internet. So when you talk to them, you don't know how they look. What if they'll get along with the things that they say? They don't like their personality. Maybe looks don't mean a lot. I don't know. It's a very, very weird opinions on women, and I'm not necessarily gonna say anything too negative because I don't know much how deep it goes. Oh my god, dude. Oh. But it's kind of rubs me the wrong way, TBH.
So, is anyone remembered as well about the rocking chair type of thing? You know, when somebody has done a Photoshop image, I would say Photoshop. What was that type of image? It was some part of the screen on the left hand side of the screen is a bit of transparency, probably by 50%. And Phil has his webcam on the left hand side, Now, I don't know, but I told somebody told me this, and I had to edit the video to try and get the pinkness out of the color to see what the hell he was doing and zoom it up. And I noticed he was rocking his chair up and down, up and down. So I just thought, what the hell was he doing? I kept this.
Now this is kind of dumb to bitch about, because so he's talking about that pink overlay that DSP removed. Very secretly, by the way. He kind of hid the fact that he got rid of it. But he had this for a while, and then he got rid of it. After Mr. Hunt stuff, I guess he's talking about him. They uploaded the video of him rocking back and forth like this, and left and right. Now, if we pretend for a second that Mr. Huff decided not to upload the video and no one talked about it, I guarantee one of his fans would have mentioned it and then he would have removed it anyway. So, it kind of doesn't matter. This kind of complaining about spoiling the fun of rocking chairs and shit, of the rocking chair humanoid, is kind of dumb to complain about because he probably would have been made aware of it anyway.
This to myself, I didn't bother to tell the internet, but I told like 1 or 2 people, and then I realized everyone started noticing as well, and then all of a sudden Phil takes the image down later on. So
yeah, keep it to yourself. Keep your memes to yourself. Keep your stupid memes in your pocket. You know, I didn't even notice that the overlay was transparent, honestly, until Mr. Huff showed me. And then it was great. I don't care that he got rid of it. Because even then, he was aware of it before. Because he even said, like, when it came up in one piece, he was like, oh, there I am again, hello! And then he went on to ramble. So he knew it was there anyway, and it kind of affected his behavior. But saying that he does this every time he talks makes so much more sense. And I figured he did dumb shit like that before, because you hear a lot of dumb shit and behind the scenes. You hear him doing, which I think is fucking worse. If I upload a fucking video, just me drinking water doing, I'd probably fucking kill myself. Not really. I mean, I'd probably be ashamed of myself. I'd probably be embarrassed. Now, me being sick is different. I'm sick, dude. I have bugged mechanics, okay? I'm a bugged human, okay? So I get a pass for this. Sounds good? But this whole thing of the rocking chair thing, he removed it, so what? We at least know that when he's doing this, he does it all the time when he's fucking, when he has the fucking stream overlays. Because when he's playing, he's solid, so it kind of tells me he does this because he either knows he's lying or he's very, like, so mentally broken of himself that he can't really keep a pose. Because I've noticed he rocks a lot when he's talking about money. At the end of the stream, and when he says this slowly, he's like, today, it's a slow day. But, when it's a great day, he's just sitting still. Makes you think, right? So, now, when he's on pre-stream, we might not see it, but we can kind of tell he does this. And you can also hear mic taps. Isn't that great?
if anything else, we could have had gold.
I wish people kind of spoiled the fun on the swooshing in the mouth, dude. People should make fun of that. I want people to go into DSP's chat, bug him about it, and see if he stops it, dude. Sound good?
Gold dust. I'm just saying.
We could have gold dust.
We could have had a little bit of gold dust where we would have probably saw something that we wasn't supposed to see. So, this is my point again. Sometimes, if you know something...
But he also probably would remove that bumper after the 10 years, though. I mean, if you think about it.
You'd be better off keeping it to yourself.
And the thing is that you could also do another transparency pre-stream slide. He doesn't really check his pre-stream slides. I mean, people have snuck in Tevin in multiple pre-streams and he never noticed them. We need to get Hermano Carl on this. I think Hermano Carl is a candidate for being a good fan art troll because, you know, DSP just takes everything he does without any questions. So we need to get Hermano on our side. We need to run this operation. I need to run this by our commanders, guys, okay? So I'll tell you next DSP meeting if the commanders agree. I'm going to talk to our commanders. Our hater commanders about this. Let's see what we can do about this Hermano Carl.
Say something, then somebody will bring it to point in case. And we...
To point in case.
And then when it comes to the Phil fan base, they would know about it. And
they would know about it anyway. Half the people who watch the streams are trolls anyway. You're telling me that people like Third Eye the Third, Fred Flintstone, and Yo Doppler didn't notice? I mean, they probably would have done a 25-bit cheer mentioning it anyway, TBH.
It will be to the point where the game's over. We can't have the little fun on it.
You can't have any more fun with DSP. I mean, you could kind of submit fan art, and he could kind of take it. I mean, he had multiple fan arts in the past with Tevin's face on it, and he still had bumpers with Tevin's face on it. And then when he tried to hide him, he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Banners, Banner family, what the fuck? I mean, it's not that hard to sneak one over on him, TBH.
So, there's a bit of food for thought there. I just wanted to point that out there. So, I'm just saying, if you guys ever find something, keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself. Shut up.
Worth the time and effort.
Don't share your fun, okay? Or I'm gonna send the DSP police after you, the detractor police. You gotta make detractor police too. We need a whole group of people, okay? Okay, guys. Let's put this into effect. We're gonna have a whole group of detractor officials. I think Cleo should be our queen. You know, like in England, they have the queen, and they don't really have real power. They're just there. Cleo could be our queen. But we need to find a president. We need to find a president. That's what we need. I can't be the president because I'm Greek. I mean, no one wants a Greek, right? Sound good?
Dude, you know,
I can be vice
say
president,
on Twitter, oh, have you seen this with Phil? Or on, like, Freedom Chat. Or hell, even on Phil reads the Kiwi Farms. Let's be perfect.
No, I don't think he does. I'm pretty sure his cucks read the Kiwi Farms and then report to him. The only time we ever caught DSP watching a detractor video was that one time he was watching D. Davidson's video.
To be honest there, so it's an open space, but it's good to keep these things to yourself.
Yeah, dude.
But the one thing I really despise about the community, and I have to admit it, it's mostly to do with the bad behavior.
Bad behavior.
People have been calling people other names which I really despise. Like, even Fred used to say this in the Discord. Like, people calling other people retards.
We can't say people are retards now? I call myself a fucking retard. Who cares? We call fucking DSP a retard, we call him a fucking cuck, we call his fans cucks, but once detractors start criticizing other detractors and calling them names, we have to, like, we have to censor ourselves? Who fucking cares? If someone's gonna be a fucking idiot, I'm gonna call them out about it, you know, and to be honest, Secret Life, I mean, I didn't have any beef with you, and I didn't really have any issue, but this stream is pretty dumb. And this kind of comes off pretty bad. Now, if we were to say that you have detractors kind of going personal, like getting personal with each other, like if they're starting to dox people, that's different. Okay, you know, that's shitty. People shouldn't be doxing other people for no reason, or at all. But we're gonna be upset about people calling each other retards? Are we gonna cry when someone calls someone a doo-doo head? Hey man, Tev's a doo-doo head. Oh my god, that's toxic behavior. I mean, this is kind of a DSP kind of reaction to this. I mean, who fucking cares? I mean, I got called worse things than retard in my life. It is what it is. What can you do?
Taking the mickey out of the sexuality.
Taking the mickey out of the sexuality.
Taking the mickey out of that.
But this is, but you kind of say whatever. Taking the mickey out of sexuality, what's that supposed to mean? People are going around shaming people for their sexuality? Didn't you kind of, like, man. Because I know he had some drama with Psycho over sexuality or something, and it was so fucking weird, and it's like, okay.
It could be even
it was a weird
doxing
thing.
the person for the wrong reasons. Even if it's to do with somebody, if they have an illness, they take the mickey out of that. It could be even like doxing the person for the wrong reasons.
Well, I mean, I think you should just say doxing people is wrong. I think that's a little bit more fucked up than being called a retard. I don't know about you, but I'd much rather be called a retard than to get doxed, because doxing's kind of serious and it's kind of personal. I don't know. But okay.
Even if it's to do with somebody losing their job. Even to that, to that far.
Again, coming from a guy that said in the same stream, well, DSP's just gonna keep going, man. He's not gonna stop doing this. He's not gonna, not stream on Twitch anymore. He's gonna keep going. He can't be stopped, man. Oh, but man, when people make fun of people for losing their job, that's fucked up, man. Losing their job is fucked up, but man, I really hope DSP loses his job. That's kind of hypocritical, TBH. I mean, I probably would feel bad regardless if DSP lost his job. And I wouldn't say it's because of me, it's probably because of other things that go on with his life. But, it is what it is. But you can't really say you want DSP to go out of business and then say it's bad for other people wanting other people to go out of business. It's kind of hypocritical.
On context. I want to say this out here, and I don't think everyone knows about this. And I know somebody's in the chat, but I try not to make word on.
I don't know this. What is he gonna say?
One of my good friends through the world of.
Honestly, I'm talking for too long. I will continue doing this video. We didn't get to the shout-out part yet, but we'll wait. You guys can wait. You guys are very patient. You need to stop taking me for granted. That's what it is. You gotta deal with what you get, man. Count your blessings, okay? You'll get the other parts when you fucking get it. Alright, everyone, that's it for this part. This video is probably gonna be like, what, 3-4 hours? I don't fucking know. But thanks for watching. It's been a fun video, I guess. But, I will see you in the next part, I guess. Remember, Bun be with you.